What's up, everybody? My name is Gabriel Show, and it's your boy K Show, and I'm here to talk about the Adobe Masterclass. In this training, you're going to be learning graphic design, video editing, and motion graphics using softwares like Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, After Effects, and Premiere Pro. You don't want to miss this training for any. Sorry about that, guys. So we're going to go on a short break right now, and when we return, we're going to show you testimonial videos from past students of Adobe Masterclass. Keep it locked down. Whew. Welcome back, guys. So before we move on, let me just unfreeze this big head right here so we can move on. You know. So you're still talking, Abby. Anyway, right, guys, it's about time I show you guys testimonial videos from past students of Adobe Masterclass. Keep it locked down. Poof.
Wow, it's been 5 days of training at Adobe Masterclass
and it is mind-blowing.
Just take my word for it.
I'm blown.
I came all the way from Ghana.
I've learned a lot.
From graphic design, video editing,
motion graphic.
If you are still contemplating if you want to come or not.
Not dull yourself.
It's worth much more than the amount I paid.
He's a good teacher.
K-Show concept is just the best. Thank you.
So guys, if you're interested in joining this training, you want to visit the website right now. Use it. Rubbish. Sorry guys, so if you're interested in joining the training, you want to visit the link in the description right now to get full details of the training and register. See you guys at the training. Peace out. Okay, guys. Good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're watching from. All right. So if you can see me and you can hear my voice, I want you to drop a 1 in the chat box right now. Okay. If you can see me and you can hear my voice, I want you to drop a 1 in the chat box right now. Okay. I'm waiting. Okay. I need to know if you can see me and hear me. Type 1 in the chat box if you can see me and you can see my screen and you can also hear me. Fantastic. So, all right, guys, welcome to Forex Made Easy with K Show. All right. In this training, I'm going to be taking you from zero to pro in trading the Forex market. All right. How many of you are excited that you are in this training right now? Come on, show me some love in the chat box. Show me some love in the chat box. Okay, come on, guys. Awesome. Fantastic. Great. All right, so before we get started, I would like to know where you're watching from. So tell us your name and where you're watching from. Okay, tell us your name and where you're watching from. Put that in the chat box right now. I'm waiting for you guys. Okay. All right. Tell us your name and where you're watching from. Tell us your name and where you are watching from. All right. Let me know your name and where you're watching from. Okay. Akin Akala from Lagos. Welcome. Ovie from Ikeja, Lagos. Welcome. Victor from Lagos. You're welcome. I mean, Lagos people are turning things up here. Come on, guys. Let me know in the chat box where you're watching from. Olabode is watching from Osaka, London, Lagos. Fantastic. Okay. Great. Come on. Let me know where your name and where you're watching from. MC Rock in the building. Yeah. Abuja all the way. So it's not Lagos guys that are here. Come on, guys. Put in your name and location in the chat box. Chigozie from Ojodu, Lagos. Awesome. Good to have you guys here. I'm super excited that you guys have taken out time to be a part of this training. Uswamaka from Delta, Tunde to Johnny from Lagos. All the way from Delta, we have someone here. Okay, Demola from Lagos, Gideon from Lagos. People and money, eh? Hi, you like money, Ja? You like money. All right, so no wonder it's called the city of excellence. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. So we're gonna go straight into the training. All right, I don't want to waste time. So once again, welcome to Forex Made Simple with Keisho. All right, in this training, I'm going to be taking you from zero to pro. All right, and you're going to be learning how you can make over 30,000% return on investment monthly trading Forex yourself. Yes, you have me right. Trading it yourself. Okay, so we've all introduced ourselves. So let me introduce myself also. My name is Gabriel Showale. All right, I'm popularly called Keisho, like most of you already know. Okay, Africa's most sought after digital marketing consultant. All right, and I've been doing this for the past 7 years. Okay, and Keisho Concept has 4 subsidiaries. So by the grace of God, I'm the CEO of Keisho Concept, and we have 4 subsidiaries. Okay, we have Keisho Digital. Okay, that's the aspect that deals with all our services regarding digital marketing, building websites, running ads, email marketing, a full service digital marketing agency. All right, and we have Keisho University, which is the subsidiary that is actually bringing this training live to you. All right, so Keisho University is the arm of Keisho Concept that does trainings. All right, so we've been doing that for the past 4 years now. All right, training people, empowering people, to be their very best and making sure that things go the way it's supposed to be. All right, so Keisho University has been impacting life. We have Keisho Properties. All right, we just newly launched this year, 2022. All right, and it's the arm of Keisho Concept that deals with properties. All right, so you're interested in getting, properties that would give you high return on investment. All right, Keisho Properties is the best place to get it. You're looking to buy a house, a land, in Lagos, any part of Nigeria, UK, US, and in the United Arab Emirates. And lastly, we have Keisho FX. All right, this is a part of Keisho Concept that does Forex trading. All right, apart from the fact that we also train people in Forex via Keisho University, we also do to trade. All right, so you invest with Keisho FX and you get a certain return on your investment, quarterly, biannually, and depending on the package that you choose. All right, so that's it for Keisho Concept. Now let's talk more about Keisho University. Okay, Keisho University, we have trained over 3,000 persons over the years. Okay, both youths, individuals across Nigeria, West Africa, and the world. Okay, in the area of digital marketing, graphic design, video editing, motion graphics, web design, and Forex trading. So basically, we have 4 major trainings right now. We have the Adobe Masterclass that focuses on training people on graphic design, video editing, and motion graphics. We have the Digital Marketing Masterclass that focuses on training people on digital marketing, how to do search engine optimization, email marketing, social media marketing, running ads on Facebook, on Google, on YouTube, content marketing, how to sell online, how to build your landing page, sales funnel. I mean, all of those goodies when it comes to online marketing. Okay, then we have the Web Design Masterclass that focuses on training people on how to build a professional website. And lastly, we have the Forex trading, all right, which is what we are having currently right now. Okay, I hope you guys can see my screen. Once again, if you can see my screen, type in 1 in the chat box so I know that you are seeing my screen. All right, great. So type in 1 if you're seeing my screen. Oh, somebody says you ain't sharing on my screen, sir. If you can see my screen, please type in 1 in the chat box if you can see my screen. All right. Okay, MK Songs didn't want. MK Song is seeing my screen. All right. Who is Virus? Virus is seeing my screen. Judy is seeing my screen. All right. So, I mean, people are seeing my screen here. So if you're not seeing my screen, maybe you want to check with your network. Thank you guys for letting me know. Okay, so we've done our trainings in different parts of Nigeria, Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt. We've had people from Accra, Ghana attend our training, from Sierra Leone, from Benin Republic, basically covering West Africa. All right. And we are thinking of expanding our training to East Africa, South Africa, and even to the United Arab Emirates very soon. And that's the beauty of the online class. With the online class, you can just join in at any time that you want. Okay, so we've also done trainings for corporate organizations. So we don't just do trainings in our office. Organizations do invite us to come train their staff all around, Nigeria and in West Africa. We've trained members of CBN, FIRS, NMPC, DPR, APSIN, and more. All right, and we've even trained the Covenant major team of the Covenant Christian Center. I mean, these are just a few of the corporate trainings that we hold. So if you have, an organization, you have someone that, a set of people that you like us to come train, we are open to corporate trainings. We are open to group trainings. You can always invite us for that. And I'm glad to be here. Who else is glad to be here? If you're glad to be here, type in chat box, me. Type in me in the chat box if you're glad to be here. Come on, guys. Awesome. Fantastic. I'm super excited, for us to begin with this journey. It's going to be a 3 days, training on Forex. All right. This training is worth over $350. I mean, it could even be worth $1,000, but I've decided to make it free because it's a new year and, it's January, obviously. Most people have spent their money. They've done plenty things in December. All right. So this is just a way of multiplying your money, a way of growing your income, a way of, getting to that stage of you being wealthy. All right. And Forex can do that for you. All right. I'm a living test. Okay. So it. All right. So let me share with you my journey into Forex trading. All right. So why did I decide to go into Forex? Now, guys, at any point in time, if you can't see my screen or you can't hear my voice or something just seems to be glitchy, please let me know in the chat box so that I don't just go on talking and not knowing that there's an issue. All right. Thank you so much, guys. So my journey into the Forex trading world was very, very simple. Okay. How many of you know the 3 M's of wealth? All right. How many of you know the 3 M's of wealth? If you know it, drop it in the chat box right now. Okay, so this is going to be interactive. I'm not just going to be talking. Okay, so it's going to be interactive. You want to make sure that you pay attention and you interact with me in the chat box. Okay, so drop in the chat box right now. Okay, if you know the 3 M's of wealth. Okay, waiting. Okay, so somebody's responding. All right, seems you guys. Oh, fantastic. Demola got it right. Make money, manage money, and multiply money. Fantastic. Demola, round of applause for you. Those are the 3 M's of wealth. You have to learn how to make money. Okay. Not just that, you have to learn how to manage money. And number 3, you need to learn how to multiply money. Okay, those are the 3 M's of wealth. Make money, manage money, multiply money. Now, one way or the other, we are all making money. All right, either you have a day job that you do, or you have your business that you run, or you have you have something somewhere that's giving you money. That way you're making money. All right, and somehow, most of us should be managing our money. All right, so if you're not managing your money, maybe you want to attend a class on money management or something. Okay, we're already managing money, so we are making money. Money is coming in, and we are also finding ways to manage it, put this into this, put this as savings, put this as this and that. But the third M is actually what distinguish, the middle class or the lower class from the wealthy, and that is multiplying money. All right. Once you get to know how to multiply money, then that is when you begin your journey into wealth. Okay. How to multiply money. So how do you multiply money? Forex is one of the best ways of multiplying money, and that is why I came into Forex. So 2018, I was looking for ways to, so I've done the first M, done the second M, I've made money, managed money. So I'm looking for ways to multiply because I just have some cash sitting in the bank. And I'm wondering, what can I do with this cash? All right. At the end of the year, the bank won't tell me, hey, because you left so amount with us this year, we're going to give you, 30% interest on that amount. All right. You're even going to be lucky if you get 5%, every year from the bank. As in, you'll be very, very lucky. That will be the best bank in the world. So I decided looking for ways to multiply my money. And that's how I came into Forex and I started trading Forex. Okay. And, it's been 3 years down the line now, and it's been an amazing journey. All right. There's been some ups and downs. But right now, it's super amazing. All right. And that's the thing about Forex trading. Okay. It can help you to multiply your money. Okay. So my goal for this training, all right, guys, is to take you from zero to pro. All right. From zero to pro in Forex trading. All right. So at the end, by the third day, you should already be trading Forex. That's the goal for this class. Okay. So you don't want to miss any part of this training. Okay. You don't want to miss any part of this training. You don't want to miss it, guys. Okay. You don't want to miss it. So make sure that you stay glued to this training. Now, for those of you watching either on Facebook, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, all right? I'm telling you now, by tomorrow's class, it's not going to be streamed live, okay? In short, today's class is not guaranteed that everything is going to be streamed live, okay? So if you're watching this live on Facebook, on YouTube or on LinkedIn or whichever platform you're watching it live on now, okay, make sure you go to kshowfx.com/Zoom, okay, kshowfx.com/Zoom, okay. You want to go there and register so you can get the link to this Zoom class. In short, if you're watching me right now on Facebook, YouTube, or on LinkedIn or whatever platform, you want to go there now so you can join in the Zoom class. All right. So in this Zoom class, you'll be able to ask questions. I'll be able to respond to you. It's going to be an interactive class. So you're going to be in the class settings. Okay. So make sure that you go to kshowfx, KAYSHOW.fx.com/Zoom, ZOOM. Okay. Kshow, KAYSHOWFX.com/Zoom. Go there, register, you get the Zoom link to join us right here in Zoom. So today's class is not guaranteed. Tomorrow's class is not going to be streamed at all, and the third day. All right. So that's my advice for you guys watching live on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, wherever you are right now. Okay. So guys, let's move on. So the next thing is what you'll be learning. So throughout these 3 days of the Forex class, we're gonna start from the very bottom. All right. So I know some of you are here. You already know what Forex is all about. Some of you have even been trading and been doing stuff, but there are also people here that do not have any idea of what Forex is. All right. And if you've ever been to any of my classes, whether the Adobe Masterclass, digital marketing, whatever class you've been to, you always know that I like taking people from the very bottom and then take them to the advanced level. Why? So that everybody in class can be on the same page at every point in time. Okay. So let's get straight into it right now. So I'm going to be showing you, I'm going to be introducing you to Forex trading terminologies, how to calculate your profit and loss, talking about market analysis, how to get a Forex broker, Forex trading applications to use, how to place and manage a trade, okay? Forex charts and how to read them, how to use Trading View. So Trading View is a web application that we're going to be talking about. And guess what, guys? So the icing on the cake, all right? I'm going to be showing you the money-making Forex strategy. If you are so excited to hear that, come on, guys, type in 111 in the chat box right now, okay? I'm going to be showing you the money-making Forex strategy, all right? So type in 1 if you're excited about that in the chat box right now. I want to see the 1 go crazy. All right, fantastic. So you don't want to miss any day in this training. You want to make sure that you attend day 1, day 2, day 3, because they're all linked together. You can't miss out one, okay? So day 1, day 2, day 3, make sure you're tuned in. It's going to be from 4 p.m. I'm going to try and close by 5, 5:30, depending on, how things go that day and, the number of questions that you people will ask, okay? So that's the schedule of the training. So guys, no distractions. What did I say? No distractions, okay? In this training, you have to give it all you've got. You can't just, be distracting yourself all around the place, okay? In this training, guys, no distraction, okay? And make sure that you are taking notes. This is very, very important, guys. Make sure that you are taking notes. It is very, very, very important. Make sure you're taking notes, okay? Because like I said, this training, is what in Nigerian naira, I can charge 100,000 naira for this training, okay? But I'm giving it out for you for free. So you want to make sure that you fully maximize this opportunity, okay? You fully maximize this opportunity, all right? So get your notes, get your pen, get your paper, make sure that you are ready for this training, okay? So let's move on. So let's dive in, all right? Let's dive in. So we want to start from the very beginning. So let's talk about what Forex is, okay? For those of you who might know all of this, just bear with us and let's carry along everybody. So what is Forex, okay? It's the global financial market that allows one to trade currencies, okay? To trade currency. Now, let me break it for you down in a very simple term, okay? Let me break it for you down in a very simple, term that we can all understand, okay? Now, if you've ever gone to, in Nigeria, we have some people that we call Aboki, all right? So if you're not in Nigeria and you're watching this right now, Aboki simply means that these are people that we go to. So I have Nigerian naira. I want to exchange that for dollars. I look for Aboki. That's what we call them here. I don't know what you guys call them here, okay? Or the name we call them is the Bureau de Change, all right? We look for them. I give them maybe 50,000 naira as an example, okay? And then they give me back $100, all right? Now, if you have ever done that, today, know that you have already, started trading Forex, okay? So most of us have been trading Forex, but we didn't know, okay? You've changed money several times. Some of you have even used your card online to pay in dollars, and your bank automatically took your naira, converted it to the dollar, and then sent you a debit alert of the stuff you've bought in dollars in naira, all right? And they showed you the exchange rate that, oh, this is what we used for the transaction, all right? So one way or the other, we've all engaged in Forex trading because that's what trading is all about, okay? For example, now, if I know that dollar is going to increase maybe tomorrow, let's just assume, oh, I know dollar is going to become 700 tomorrow. What can I do? I can simply go and buy dollar today at 500 naira per dollar, okay? Go to the market. Oh, dollar is 500 today. Go and buy dollar for 500. Maybe I buy maybe 5 million naira worth of dollar, all right? and that would be like what would that be? I think that should be like, maybe $5,000 or $50,000. Okay, that should be like $50,000. Okay, just using 500 as an example. Okay, so now I have $50,000 that I bought with 5 million naira, and then because my speculation was right, because my analysis was right, because somehow maybe I was watching the news or I knew that it was going to happen. The next day, dollar became 700. Okay, and I said, wow, dollar is now 700. And I'll take the $50,000 I have with me, and 700 naira per dollar. And then I take my $50,000. Now my $50,000 automatically, instantly has already become, 7 million naira. Okay. And that's what, Forex trading is all about. It has automatically become 7 million naira just by doing that. So that's what Forex trading is all about. Okay. But how did I know that it was going to go as high as that? It was based on research, based on, analysis, based on different things, that made me, think that, oh, this is going to actually become this very, very soon. Okay. So that is how you begin to trade Forex. Okay. That's how you begin to trade Forex. So the FX market is global, decentralized market where the world's currency change hands. Okay. Where the world currency changes hands. Okay. So now, why are we trading the Forex market? Why did we decide to trade the Forex market? Why are we not trading stocks? Why are we not trading shares? Why are we not trading other, types of markets? The reason is because the Forex market is a whopping $6.6 trillion, all right, in market volume per day. I didn't say per month, I didn't say per year, per day, all right? Some of you, if you type in $6.6 trillion, and you convert that to Naira on your calculator will explode, all right? It will just explode instantly. That is how big the Forex market is. Very, very, very big, guys, okay? Compared to the New York Stock Exchange, all right, that does roughly around $22.4 billion every day in trading volume, all right? So the Forex market can never go broke. I don't know if you understand me. It can never go broke. All right. Today, if you trade and you make $100,000 in profit, it doesn't shake the market. It doesn't even touch the market. You trade, you make $1 million. The market doesn't even shake that. Something happened. Okay. That is how big the Forex market is. And that's why people like the Forex market. Why? Because you can't easily manipulate it. I don't care how rich Bill Gates is. I don't care how rich Elon Musk is. They can't just go into the Forex market and say, let me go and buy, $10 billion. If Bill Gates buys $10 billion worth of currency in the Forex market, if you remove 10 billion from 6.6 trillion, it has not even removed the 6. It will be 6.5 trillion. Okay, it'll be 6.5 trillion. So that's how huge. So no one man or one country or one government can say, hey, I want to go and, I want to move the market. And then it will also go and back. There's nobody in the world that has, $6.6 trillion in one place. All right. Unlike the, cryptocurrency market. The cryptocurrency market is also good. All right. I'm not saying it's bad, but, somebody like Elon Musk can just say something in the crypto market, and then you don't see Bitcoin will just start falling. Boom. Instead of it going to the moon, it's not going to the ground just because somebody tweeted or somebody just said something. So the Forex market is not easily you can't easily manipulate it. All right. And that's one beauty about the Forex market. Okay. Now the Forex market is open 24 hours. Okay, it's open 24 hours a day and 5 days a week. What does this mean? It means that the Forex market is always available 24 hours a day. 24 hours a day means the whole day, but 5 days a week. Generally, we have 7 days a week. That's Monday to Sunday. All right. But the Forex market trades between Monday to Friday. All right. It actually opens Sunday night and then it closes Friday evening. Okay. Opens Sunday night and closes Friday night. Okay. That's how the Forex market works. So you can't trade during the weekends. You can't trade on Saturdays and Sunday. But apart from those 2 days, you can trade the Forex market any day, any time. All right. It opens 5 p.m. Eastern on Sundays and closes 4 p.m. Eastern. EST means Eastern Standard Time, all right, for what we do, because that's like the US time. Okay. So for those in Nigeria, all right, you want to convert EST, just go to Google 5 p.m. EST to Nigerian time. Enter. Google will just give you what the time is in Nigeria. All right. Enter 4 p.m. EST to Nigerian time. Enter. And that will give you the time. So this time in Nigeria is actually 5 p.m. is around 11 p.m. on Sunday. All right. And this 4 p.m. on Friday is around 11 p.m. It's around 10 p.m. on Friday. Okay. So in Nigerian time. So for others watching from anywhere in the world, you can easily just Google that also. Okay. So let's move on. What's traded in the Forex market? So what is traded in the Forex market? The simple answer is money. That is what we are trading in the Forex market. We are trading money. We are trading money. That's what we are trading in the Forex market. All right. And when we mean money, we're talking about currencies. Okay. So in the Forex market, we trade currencies. So what are the currencies traded in the Forex market? All right. So in the Forex market, we have currencies called the major currencies. Okay. The major currencies. We have currencies called the major currencies. Okay. Major currencies. And what are the major currencies? We have the United States dollars. We have the euro dollar. We have euro. That's eurozone. We have yen. We have pounds. We have franc, and we have Canadian dollar, and we have Australian dollar. Okay, these are the currencies being traded in the Forex market. Okay, and they are called major currencies. Why are they called major currencies? Because the economies of this country are doing really, really good. Okay, you can see number one right there is the United States dollars. We have euro used by countries in the European continent. We have the Japanese yen used by Japan and those around there. We have the Great Britain pounds. We have the Swiss franc. We have the Canadian dollar and Australian dollar. So all these, if you're wondering, why is Nigerian naira not here? Don't worry, one day our currency will be there. One day, very, very soon. Okay, so these are the major currencies in the financial market. This is what we trade in the financial market. They are major because they are the most heavily traded currencies and represent some of the world's largest economies. Okay, so in Forex trading, we use a term called currency pairs. All right, we use a term called what? Currency pairs. All right, currency pairs. What are currency pairs? Forex trading is the simultaneous buying of one currency and selling another currency. So currency pair means that for you to trade in the Forex market, you can't just say, hey, I want to just buy euro. All right, the Forex broker is going to ask you, euro to what? All right, euro to what? So you can't just trade one currency. You always have to trade a pair. All right, you always have to trade a pair. So you're either trading, euro to USD, or you're trading, Great Britain's pounds to Japanese yen, or you're trading euro to Japanese yen, or you're trading USD to Japanese yen. So you have to just trade two currencies together. So as you're buying one, you're automatically selling the other. So for example, if I say I am buying Euro USD, it simply means that I am buying Euro USD and I'm selling USD. If I say I am selling Euro USD, it simply means that I am buying USD and selling the Euro currency. It's as simple as that. Okay, so you have the currency pairs are, in twos. You have two currencies that are trading simultaneously in the Forex market. All right, there are three categories of currency pair. We have the majors, we have the minors, and we have the exotics. Okay, we have the majors, we have the minors, and we have the exotics. Okay, these are the different pairs, the different currency pairs available in the Forex market. All right, so guys, if you're still with me, you can see my screen and you can hear me clearly. Please drop in a 1 in the chat right now. Okay, so I know everything is still going smooth and clear. Okay, drop in a 1 in the chat right now if you can hear me and you can still see my screen. Oh, great, fantastic. Thank you, guys. So let's move on. So the major currency pairs, what are they? These are, these majors are those that include the US dollar and the most frequently traded in the market. All right, so right now we have 7 of them. Okay, so major mean that any pair that has the United States dollar paired with it, that pair is called a major pair. All right, why is it so? The United States dollar is the most liquid, currency out there. It's not the strongest, but it's the most traded. All right, so any pair that has the USD attached to it, that pair is called a major currency pair. All right, so we have the Euro USD, USD JPY, GBP USD, USD CAD, USD CHF, AUD USD, and New Zealand USD. Okay, so these are the major pairs, and we have the minor pairs. Okay, they are the more frequently traded pair that does not include the US dollar. So these pairs are also traded often, but they don't have the USD as a pair. All right, we have the Euro GBP, Euro CAD, GBP JPY, Euro CHF, Euro JPY, and so on. Then we now have the exotic pairs. Okay, these exotic pairs are pairs that, they're not really common. Okay, exotic pairs are made up of one major currency paired with the currency of an emerging economy, such as Brazil, Mexico, Chile, Turkey, Hungary, etc. Okay, so for example, if you pair the US dollar with the South African rand, all right, which is this USD, ZAR, this is an exotic pair. All right, and by the time we get to talking about spreads, okay, your broker is going to be charging you, a higher spread for you to trade this type of currencies. Why? Because they are scarce. They're not easy to find. So that's why your broker would increase the spread for such currencies. Okay, but the currencies that will have the lowest spread are currencies that, has that major currencies that has USD with it. All right, they're going to have very low spreads. Okay, but that doesn't mean that people don't trade these exotic pairs. I know people who trade USD ZAR and they're making a whole lot from it. Okay, you just know that, oh, you are going to pay a higher spread for that. Okay, great. So let's move on. So let's talk about base and quote currency. Base and quote currency. Now, I already told you that when you want to trade in the Forex market, you need to be trading in pairs. You can't just buy, Great Britain pounds and say, oh, I just want to buy GBP. They're going to ask you, GBP with what? You have to trade it with something else. Okay. So when you open your MT4, we're going to talk about MT4 in details, maybe tomorrow probably. All right, when we talk about installing the MT4, working with MT4, we're going to talk about that tomorrow. Okay, so when you open your MT4, you're always going to see your currency there, and then you need to trade it, or when you open your chart, you will need to trade it with something else. Okay, you will need to trade it with something else. You will see Euro USD, you will see GBP USD, you will see USD JPY. So you have to choose a pair to trade. And while you're trading with a pair, you're going to have one called the base currency. So the first, pair in the, two currency is called the base currency. All right. While the second currency is called the quote currency. All right. Now, what I'm teaching you right now is the foundations. All right. If you don't get this, all this I'm teaching you right now, then when we get to the, money making strategy that I'm going to be showing you, all of these things are just looking like magic to you because you didn't come from this very foundation I'm teaching you. All right. So make sure that you're writing and you're jotting things down and you're paying attention. All right. Because by the time you get to, GSS1, nobody's going to be teaching you, okay, how do you do 1 + 1? Nobody will be teaching you stuff in primary school. All right. So somebody like that, what did they tell that child? They tell the child to go and repeat because what they taught the person in, primary school has not entered yet, and the person wants to go to GSS1. So all I'm teaching you right now, you want to make sure that you're paying attention to it and you're following me closely. Okay. So what is base currency? Base currency is the reference element for the exchange rate of the currency pair. Okay. It's the exchange element for the exchange rate of the currency pair. So that is the major currency they are working with. For example, so you can see, let me take my screen here. For example, if you buy Euro USD, this simply means that you are buying the base currency, which is Euro, and simultaneously selling the quote currency, which is USD. Okay, so if you open your MT4 and you open the app and you're about to trade this and you say buy Euro USD on it, it means that you are buying the, you are buying Euro, okay, and then you are selling dollar. Okay, and vice versa. What does this mean? If I open up my MT4 and I say sell Euro USD, what does it mean? It means that I am selling Euro, okay, and I'm buying USD. Okay, so if I say buy Euro USD, I'm buying this and selling this. If I say sell Euro USD, I'm selling this and I'm buying this. It's as simple as that. Okay, so why would I want to buy Euro USD? I would want to buy Euro USD if I feel like the Euro is going to gain more power against the dollar. All right, so I buy because I know that, oh, if Euro is going to gain more power to dollar, then I want to buy Euro so that as Euro is gaining more power against the US dollar, I'm going to be making profits. Okay, then I want to sell Euro USD. All right, in a situation whereby I know that dollar is going to gain more power than the Euro. Okay, so that's just the basic foundation of Forex. Okay, that's the basic foundation of Forex. So if I say buy, it means that I know that Euro will gain more power to the US dollar. If I say sell Euro USD, it means I know that, so I'm selling the Euro with me to buy more of USD because I know that USD is going to gain more power. Okay, so that is what base currency is. So the same thing with the quote currency. So the quote currency is just the opposite one. Now, in Forex trading, so we want to talk about some terminologies in Forex trading. If you hear the word long, long means buy. If you hear the word short, short means sell. Okay, so long means what? Buy, and short means what? Sell. So if I tell you, hey, I'm going long on Euro USD, what does that mean? Who can tell me? Type it in the chat box. If I say I'm going long on Euro USD, what do I mean? Tell me in the chat box right now. Okay, if I say I'm going long on Euro USD, what do I mean? Fantastic. Ovie said buy. All right, buy. So it means I'm buying Euro USD. Okay, and if I tell you, oh, I'm going short on Euro USD, what do I mean? Okay, so type it in the chat box. If I say I'm going short on Euro USD, what do I mean? Fantastic. All right, sell, 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 sell. Great, great, great. All right, so these are some of the words we use, in our cabal. All right, so most of the time we don't use that. We'll say, hey, I'm going long on Euro USD, and somebody's like, what does this guy mean is going long? What does it mean by he's going long? Or is it somebody I'm going short on USD, and the person like, you're not going short now, you're still tall. So these are terminologies used in the Forex market when we trade. Okay, so let's move on. So now let's talk about, so we're still talking about some terminologies. So let's talk about bid, ask, and spread. Bid, ask, and spread. Okay, so what is bid? Bid is the price at which your broker is willing to buy the base currency in exchange for the quote currency. Now, can we see this image here? Okay. Can we see this image here? Can you see what the bid is? Now, very soon, we're going to talk about MT4, how to trade in your MT4 and everything. And you will see all of this, but I need to set this foundation right. That's why I'm showing you this right now. So this is the bid, all right? And it is the price at which your broker is willing to buy the base currency in exchange for the quote currency, all right? So your broker is willing to buy. So if you come here and you say, I want to sell Euro USD, then your broker is willing to, buy that Euro you want to sell at this price, okay? And then if you say, hey, I want to buy Euro USD, then we talk about the ask price. It means that your broker is willing to, sell euros for you at this price, okay? This means that the bid is the best available price at which the trader can sell to the market, all right? If you want to sell something, the broker will buy it from you at the bid price. So if you are selling any pair here, for example, if I come here and say, hey, I want to sell AUD USD. If you are selling AUD USD, it simply means that the broker is buying that AUD from you because you are selling it. So the broker has to buy it from you. And then this is the price, the broker will buy it from you. So that's what's called the bid price. And if I move on to the next thing, which is called the ask price, this is the price at which your broker will sell the base currency in exchange for the quote currency. So it's just the opposite, okay? This means that the ask price is the best available price at which you can buy from the market, okay? If you want to buy something, the broker will sell, okay, or offer it to you at the ask price. So if I'm willing to buy GBP USD, then the broker is willing to sell it for me at this price, okay? Is willing to sell it for me at this price. So this is what's called, all these prices here, they are called the bid, and all these prices here are called the ask, okay? Bid and what? Ask, all right. So let's move on. The next thing is what? Spread. So we've spoken about bid, ask, and now let's talk about spread because you need to understand this. I was mentioning something like spread the other time that, oh, if you're trading exotic pairs, your broker is going to charge you a higher spread and everything. So what is that spread? Okay, spread, the difference between the bid and the ask price is known as the spread. Okay, the difference between the bid and the ask price is known as the what? Spread. So if you come back to this image I have here on my left, okay, so we have the bid price here and we have the ask price here. You will see that they are not actually the same price, okay? They are not actually the same price. So the difference between them is what is called spread. Now, for you to understand this very, very well, okay? If you have changed, dollars from Bureau de Change before or from Aboki guys, type in, yes in the chat box now. If you have changed money with Aboki guys or Bureau de Change before, type in yes in the chat box. Okay. If you have not changed before, type in no. So everybody should type something. If you have changed before, type in yes. If you have not changed before, type in no. Okay, fantastic. Emmanuel says yes. Victor says yes. Awesome. Now, if I go to the Aboki guy and I want to change money and I go and meet the Aboki guy and say, oh, Aboki, I need $100. And Aboki say, oh, I will sell $100 for you at this rate. And it tells me that it will sell $100 for me at, 520. And I say, oh, okay, that's fine. So I give the Aboki 52,000 and then he gives me $100. And then let's not assume something now happened. Oh, I say, I quickly need Naira back. I need Naira back. And you go and meet the same Aboki guy. And you tell the Aboki guy, hey, Aboki, sorry, I want to do something with Naira. I forgot. So I just need Naira back. All right. So that 52,000 Naira I gave you, just give me back. I will give you $100. What do you think the Aboki guy will tell you? Will he give you back the 52,000 Naira If the answer is yes, type 1. If the answer is no, type 2. Will he give you back the 52,000 naira for that $100? If the answer is yes, type 1. If the answer is no, type 2. Fantastic. 2, 2, 2. The answer is no. All right, because it's not going to give you back at that same rate. It will now tell you that, Oga, no, that's not how we do it. Oh. So now that you have dollar and you want naira back, I will give you the rate. The rate at which we change that one is 500. And then you'll be like, oh, guy, you told me now that it's 52 naira that you will change naira to dollar for me. Now I want to change dollar back to naira. You're telling me it's 500 naira. Why is he doing that? It's because that 20 naira on top, that is how the Aboki guy makes money. And that's why he's in business. Okay. So if you change it back at 500 naira, the Aboki would have made 2,000 naira. Okay. And that 2,000 naira that the Aboki has made is what is called spread. Are you getting it now? If that example was the best example that you've had before regarding explanation of spread, type in wow in the chat box right now. Type in wow, 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 wow. Okay? Because some of you have been trading before and you'll be wondering, why is my broker charging me this? Why is my broker charging me that? I don't even know, Seth. I'll say enter this price. My broker will enter this other price here for me. Okay? Fantastic. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the wow. Okay? So that is what is called, spread. So the Aboki guy too, the Bureau chain guys, they're also having spread. So that's how your broker makes money. That's how your broker is in business. That's how your broker pays salaries to all their staff. So anytime you're entering a trade, they will charge you something called a spread, which is the difference between the bid price and the ask price. Okay. So, and that's how your broker makes money. And that's totally legal. It is not illegal because, that's how they make money. The same thing with Aboki guys. You won't tell the Aboki that, oh, he's doing an illegal, work because he's having different prices for buy and sell or for bid and ask. Okay, so that's what spread is all about. Okay, fantastic. So guys, let's move on. Let's move on. I'm really glad you guys are learning a lot. I hope we are writing, we are jotting, we are putting this, where we need to put it. So great. So let's view it in live on MT4. All right. So let me quickly go to my phone now because I like trading using the MT4 on my phone. I don't like using it on my laptop. So let me quickly share my phone screen with you guys. So I can explain to you live what I just told you now. Okay. So let me just open up my MT4. Okay. So if you can see my phone, type in 1 in the chat box. If you can see my phone, type in 1 in the chat box. If you can't see my phone, type in 2 in the chat box. Can you see my phone now? I've stopped sharing my slide. Can you see my phone? Can you see all these currencies changing numbers? Fantastic, fantastic. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so you can see what we have here. So that picture I just showed you now is what you are seeing right here. Okay, so the market is currently open now. I can enter a trade now and I'll be able to make money if I want to. All right. So when you see these numbers moving up and down, that lets you know that the market is open and you can trade. So can you see what I have here? Who can tell me what is this here? Type it in the chat box. What is this value here called? These numbers here called? What are they called? Type in the chat box. I want to know if you are following me. What are they called? Fantastic. Bid. Awesome. All right. And then this is your what? Ask price. Okay. And the difference between the two of them is called what? Type it in the chat box. It's called what? The difference between these two prices is called what? Spread. Fantastic. This is called the spread. The difference is called spread. Awesome. Okay. And you can see it right here. It's even showing me. So I don't have to rack my brain on calculating the spread and saying, oh, what spread? Okay. So that's the difference between your bid and ask. It's called the spread. So you can see the spread that my broker is willing to charge me here. All right. 6668888888515 blah 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 blah. So this is what we have right here. Okay, and that's how the brokers make money. So let's go back to our slide. If you understand what bid, ask, and spread is right now, you understand clearly, type in 1 in the chat box. Come on, guys, you're going to be typing a lot in this training. You're going to type. So when I say type, you type. Engage with me. If you don't engage with me, I'll just vex and start not doing this training again. All right. So fantastic, fantastic. I can see the ones coming in. All right. So throughout this training, guys, I want you to engage with me. All right. I'm not just going to be talking here. This is a class. All right. This is something I should have charged for. Okay. And then if I charge for it now, if I tell you jump where you are, you will jump because you don't have any choice. You have already paid. But this is a free class. So engage with me. As I tell you to type in the chat box, you want to type in the chat box and do all I need to do, because that's how you would be able to learn and follow along with me in class. Somebody's asking, is MT4 an app on Play Store? Yes, it is. All right. So, but don't disturb yourself downloading it now. Okay. We have a section for it. So don't worry. At the end of this, training, you are going to be trading on your MT4. Okay, so that's the way I've structured it. So on the third day, we'll be entering our MT4 and we'll be trading. All right, so don't hurry. Let's just go step by step. And that's why I said that you don't want to miss any class, any day, throughout these 3 days of training. So let's move on. Let's talk about Pip. All right. Some of you you've had the word Pip before. Some of you you've not heard of it. Some of you have had traders say, "Oh, man, I just made 100 pips on that currency pair." And somebody say, "Wow, I just made 1,000 pips." Some say, "Oh, I just made it 10 pips." All right. So what is Pip? It is the unit of measurement to express the change in value between two currencies. Okay, the change in value between two currencies. All right. So let me use the Nigerian naira as example again. All right, since most of us here are in Nigeria. Okay, so if you're not in Nigeria, so just bear with us. I'm also going to be using other currencies, together. So Pip is if naira is 502 today. All right. So don't go and be arguing with me in the chat box. What do you mean that naira is 502? Have you not seen the? No, I'm just using an example. So calm down. Some of you now don't say, no, naira is not 502. It's not. So calm down. Okay. All the words I'm going to be saying are just example. So let's assume naira is 502. All right. And you can see when I open my phone, you can see the way those numbers were changing and changing and changing and changing and changing. Okay. That's the way currency move. So if naira is 502 now, all right, in the next 2 seconds, it can change to 503. Oh, sorry. So if you can hear me and you can see my screen, type in 1. Sorry about that, guys. Network, it's hardly that you do something in this Nigeria, that network will not just affect it. All right. Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you so much. So let's move on. Okay. So I was talking about pips and how they work. Okay. And how they work. So we can see right here. Now look at this example. Euro USD is equals to 1.1721. Now this one at the end is the pip. All right. Emobola say welcome to Nigeria. Abio, it is well. All right. So this is what is called a pip. All right. If this 21 turns to 20, okay, please sort out some things here. All right, guys. So just give me like 5 minutes. So just hang in there. Let's give me like 5 minutes. Let me just sort this out once and for all, so that we don't have to go through this. I'm trying to switch my network so that we don't have to go through this while the so just give me like 5 minutes or 2 minutes. Let me just sort this out. Okay. So just hang on there, guys. Just hang in there. Just hang in there. Okay, guys. So thank you for hanging in there. Sorted it out now. Okay, and let's move on. Okay, so let me share my. Let me share my screen and let's move on. Okay. All right. So if you can hear me and you can see my screen once again, please just type in 1 in the chat box so I can know that you can hear me and you can see my screen, and then I can move on. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Emobella. Sorry, Emobella. Thank you, Victor. Thank you guys for hanging in there. And thank you for letting me know you can still hear me and see my voice. Thank you, Farouk. Okay, so let's move on. So, like I was explaining what pips are. Okay, okay, so pips, they are the change in value. So as your currency is changing values, that's the pips. Okay, so if somebody tells you I just made 100 pips, it means probably the person bought Euro USD when the price was 1.1721, and then by the time it was cashing out, or by the time it was closing the trade, the value here has gone to 1.1821. Okay, so from 721 to 821, that would be 100. Abi? So it means the person has just made 100 pips. But that 100 pips can mean different things. Okay, 100 pips is not money. So if you tell me you just made 100 pips, I'm not excited. All right, I won't be excited because the 100 pips can mean 10 cents. It can mean $1. It can mean $10. It can mean, $10,000. It can mean $1 million. So, okay. So by the time I get to how to calculate, your profit or loss with pips, then you understand better. So just right now, all you should know is that these values here, they are called the pips. And as they change from one value to another value, you can use that to measure the change in pips, and you know how much pips you've made in that trade. Okay, so a pip is usually the last decimal place of a price quote. If your Euro USD moves from 1.17 to 1720 to 1.1721, that is 0.001. So that is 1 pip. Okay, so this is 1 pip. That's the difference between this and this. The difference between this and this is just 1 pip. All right. Then most pairs go out to 4 decimal places, but there are some exceptions like the Japanese yen pairs. They go out to 2 decimal places. So if you're checking most of other pairs that we have in the Forex, you will see that you're going to be seeing that they have 4 or 5 values at the end. But when it comes to Japanese yen pairs, all right, they only have 2 or 3 values at the end. All right. So, but take note that to still calculate pips, you will still focus on that last value there to be able to calculate pips. All right. But we also have something called pipette. All right. We have something called what? Pipette. And what is pipette? Pipette is the fractional pips. All right. So there are brokers that quote currency pairs beyond the standard 4 and 2 decimal places to 5 and 3 decimal places. In short, the broker I use do that. All right. And most brokers, that's what they do. They, instead of them quoting in 4, that is 0.1 something 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 0, they quote in 5. All right, for this one. And then for Japanese yen, they quote in 3. All right, so if I quickly go back here to when I was talking about this bid and ask, I want to show you the price here. Can you see that after this value here, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this broker, is showing you 5 values. All right, it's just like, for example, a broker decides to show his own currency without adding kobo to it. So maybe a broker is showing you their own currency fluctuating, showing 501, 502, 505, 5010, 510, 501 again, 52. That's a broker. Another broker can now decide to say, oh, me, I don't want to be showing people just the Naira part. I also want to be showing them the kobo part. All right, so that's the difference between pip and pipette. I want to be showing them the kobo part, or if it's in US dollar, I want to be showing them the cents, not just the dollar. All right. So that's what pipette is. So it's a fractional unit of a pip. Okay. So most brokers want to show you the, the pipette. So you can see it to the very last breakdown, to the very last unit, what the spread and what they are charging you is. Okay. So let me quickly go back to pipette. So you can see that instead of the 721 that this one ended in, all right, this one is ending with 1720 and then 6 right here. So the 6 here is the what? Pipette. All right. So if your USD moved from 1726 to 1721.00, that's that's 0.00004 USD is the pipette. All right, is what? Pipette. So it means that the value of the currency has just moved 4 pipettes. All right. So pipettes are usually ignored when calculating pips. Now you can see that I made the color of this text here red. Why? You must not forget. So when calculating pips, most of the time we usually ignore it. It's like you're calculating naira, and somebody says, "Oh, what's the difference between 700 and 702 naira 50 kobo and 502 naira 30 kobo?" Most of the time you want to just ignore that kobo and just say, well, kobo, get out of the way. Let me first calculate the difference between the main naira. All right, and then you calculate the difference between the main naira, and then later on you can ask, okay, how many kobo difference that is even there? Then you can now check. So most of the time it's kind of insignificant when trading. All right, so we don't pay attention to it, and that's why the broker also kind of hangs it up here to let you know that, oh, this is pipette, this is not your pips. All right, so the reason I'm explaining this to you is that sometimes you might want to enter a trade and your goal in that trade is to make maybe 10 pips, or your goal is to make 50 pips, and then you're not trying to calculate the difference. You're trying to set your take profit, and you're calculating the difference, and you are now using this as the value. Say for example, now maybe you want to make 10 pips, and you're not going to say, oh, if price can move from 1726 to 21.6, thinking that, oh, that is 10 pips. What you have just calculated for yourself is 1 pip. All right, what you have just calculated for yourself is what? 1 pip, meaning that by the time you now add it, you now see that what you have made is just 1 pip instead of 10 pips. So that is why as forex traders, we totally ignore the pipette, because it's not adding any value. In fact, the difference between it will not even affect much from your trading. So know that it's there, but ignore it. I don't know if you understand that. I don't know if you understand that. All right. I want you to know that pipette is there, but at the same time, also what? Ignore it and say, oh, when I'm calculating my pips, you are not part of what I am. Okay. So great. Now, if I go back to let me show you the live account again so that you can follow up. So let me share my phone screen again. And once again, you can see the price moving here and there. And you can see that this is 1.2512 and this 7 here, or you can see the way price is changing. I want to say 7. Before I say 7, that's already changed to 0.4. So all these ones at the top here is actually pipettes. All right. So in real time, this guy here just changed from 2 to 3. That is when it becomes 1 pip. All right. So this is what I want to focus on. This 13 here. If I want to make 10 pips from this 14 here, then I can add 10 to this 14. That will be 24. So I know that once this gets to 25, 24, I have made 10 pips while ignoring this guy, this little guy up here that is changing. All right. So you can see, the forex market. You can see the way the forex market is always changing and changing and changing. The price don't stay in one place, and that is the prayer of we traders. We don't pray that price stay in one place. We pray that price should keep on moving and fluctuating. All right, because what we actually need when we're trading the forex market is volatility, and as price is moving like this is what is called volatility. All right, that's when price can move, and then you can hit your take profit, and then you can make money in the forex market. All right, so let me go back to sharing my slide. All right, as I'm switching between the different, sharing of my screen, please if I say, let me go back to this, and you're not seeing that thing, let me know in the chat box so that people will not be seeing something else while I'm saying something else. All right. So now let's talk about lot. What is a lot? All right. This sounds funny actually. I said, what is a lot? I'm like, what is a lot? A lot is okpo, 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 okpo. A lot is not okpo. All right. A lot in Forex is totally different. Okay. A lot is a unit measuring a transaction amount. Okay. A lot is a unit measuring a transaction amount. I'm not remember the other time when I said, oh, if somebody comes and tell me that, oh, I just made 100 pips, man. I just made 100 pips. 100 pips is relative. All right. And it's totally dependent on this guy here that is called lot. Okay. It's totally dependent on this guy here that is called lot. Now, before I move on, guys, I want to make sure that you're following me. If you've been understanding everything I've been saying since we started and it's sinking in very well, I want you to type 1 in the chat box right now if you're understanding everything I've been saying from how we started from what is Forex to talking about the different currencies, major, minor, exotics, what ax is, what bid is. Oh, fantastic. Wow, you guys are good students too. Fantastic. Awesome. Okay, so thank you so much for that response. I can move on with joy now. I know that you guys are following me as I'm moving on. Okay, so let's talk about lot. So lot is what will make me know whether that person that said, oh, I just did 100 pips now, that's what will make me know whether that 100 pips actually makes sense or does not make sense. So, but before I go into the calculation, let's dive in more into what lot is. All right. So when you go to the grocery store and you want to buy an egg, you can't just buy a single egg. All right. Now, when I'm talking about a grocery store, I mean like a grocery store. I don't mean the person beside you, that mala that is selling something in front of your house. Okay. I mean like a big supermarket. They won't sell one egg for you. Okay. They come in what? In dozens, or like we call it in Forex, lots of 12. All right. So it means that if I go to the grocery store and I want to buy egg, I will buy it in dozen, all right, in that crate, and then buy it like that. So in that case, in Forex, you have bought one egg. That's how it means. So, but that one egg is actually 12 crates, 12 eggs. Okay. Because you bought one crate. So you say, I just bought one crate. So that one crate is, I just made 100 pips. All right. So for you to now know the value of that 100 pips, you now ask the person, in that your crate, how many eggs do you have inside? Because your own crate might be 12 eggs. Somebody else's crate can be 24. Somebody else's crate can be 36. So that is what will allow you know how much you really made in the Forex market. And that's what's called lots. So in Forex, it will be just as foolish to buy or sell €1. So they usually come in lots of different units of coin. So you can't just go to the market and say, oh, I just want €1. One. I don't want more than one. One. That's what I want. I don't want €1. Nobody will sell it for you. Because even the booking guy will not even sell $1 for you. You're like, what kind of customer is this one? I want to buy $1. Because by the time the Abuki calculates how much it's going to make from $1, it's going to be like maybe 5 kobo or something. All right. So Abuki will be willing to sell. The minimum I can sell is like $100. Okay. So that is what lot is all about in the Forex market. All right. And you can see this table I have right here. Okay. It says one standard lot is 100,000 units. Okay. Mini is 10,000. Micro is 1,000. And then nano is 100 units. Okay. I'm going to be talking about leverage very soon. And once I talk about leverage, you understand all this 100,000, 10,000, 1,000 number of units and what they mean actually. Okay. So just know that we have something called lots. And that lot is like buying like a pack of something from the Forex market. Okay. So let's go into the next thing. All right. So to make you understand what lot means the more, okay, let me remove this from here. All right. You can see we have lot here. Remember, this is what I just showed you now in the previous slide. I've showed you this. Standard is this, mini is this, micro is this, nano is this. Now, to make you understand the more what I mean here, okay? Now, if you buy, a standard lot, you are buying 100,000 number of units. But on your MT4, what you'll be entering on your MT4 is 1 unit. So one lot size is equals 100,000, units. All right. So you can say in this case, let's assume this is our crate of egg. If I buy 1 crate of egg, inside that my crate of egg, I have 100,000 eggs. Okay. And then if I buy this one, I'm buying 0.1 crate of egg. And inside that 0.1 crate of egg, I have 10,000. And then here I'm buying 0.01. Inside the crate is 1,000. All right. Here I'm buying 0.001. Inside the crate is what? 100 eggs. All right. So that is how lot works in the Forex market. So in the Forex market, in your MT4, that's your trading app, you won't be entering 100,000 there. You won't be entering 10,000, 1,000, 100. What you'll be entering there to tell your broker how much lot you want to trade with is either 1 or 0.1 or 0.01 or 0.001. All right, great. Now, it doesn't mean that it's only 1 that you can enter. You can actually say 2. So 2 will be 200,000. 3 here will be 300,000. If I do 0.5 here, it will be what? 50,000. If I do 0.07 here, who can tell me what this will be? 0.007, 0.01, oh God, 0.07. What would this be? Okay. What would this be? Okay. If I do fantastic, Judy says 7,000. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So this will be 7,000. All right. If I do 0.006 here, what would this be? Tell me in the chat box, what would this be? 0.006 here. What would this be? This one here, OVA. 600. So OVA, 600, not 6,000. That will be for micro. If it was micro, then you can say 6. So this will be 600. So it doesn't mean that it's only 1 that you can enter there. It can be any value, but I'm using 1 as a base example for you to understand very well and say, oh, if I'm entering the market and I'm using 1 lot size, oh, this is the number of units I'm entering. If I'm doing 0.1, this is the number of units I'm using. If I'm doing 0.5, this is the number of units I'm doing. Okay, and so on and so forth. And I'm going to show you in the MT4 app, okay, where to enter these values and how it works. So now let's go to this value. This value is the cocoa. Everybody say cocoa. Type cocoa in the chat box. Type cocoa in the chat box. This value here is the cocoa. Type cocoa in the chat box. Everybody type cocoa. Fantastic. Cocoa. That is the cocoa. So remember that guy that I said he told me that he made 100 pips. Abi? How many of you remember that guy? All right. And as a Forex trader, I'm not going to be like excited. The next question anybody that is into Forex that will ask you, if you say, oh, I made 100 pips, the next question is going to ask you that, what's your lot size? All right. That's the next question they're going to ask you. Okay. And that's where this value per pip comes in. Okay. So what does this mean? It means that if I entered a trade, all right, and I use 1 lot size in that trade, all right, and the trade goes 1 pip in my favor. The 1 pip in my favor means that I've made what? $10. All right. So that guy that came to tell me that, say, oh, I just made 100 pips, man. And I asked the guy, oh, you just made 100 pips. That's cool. What's your lot size? And the guy tells me that, oh, my lot size is 1 lot size. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of money. Okay. So I want to know who is following me now. That guy that made 100 pips and he used 1 lot size, who can tell me how much he had just made in the Forex market based on what I've just showed you now? And I knew that 1 pip is $10. And then somebody made 100 pips and used this 1 lot size. How much would that person have made? How much would he have made? Okay. And your first says $100. That's not correct. Okay. Yeah. Emobella says $1,000. Judy says 1,000. Fantastic. That person has just made $1,000. 1,000 cool dollars. All right. That person has just made over 500K in the Forex market. That's what we're saying. 500K Naira. Sorry, for those of you that are not in Nigeria. Okay. So this is how you begin. This is how it will start making sense. So this is how pips will make sense to you. Okay. So the same guy that made 100 pips, if he told me that his lot size was 0.1, then it means that he would have made what? $100 instead of $1,000. If he told me that his lot size was 0.01, then it means that he just made $10 instead of $1,000. If he told me that his lot size was 0.001, then it means that all he has made without 100 pips is just $1. Okay, because the lot size he used is 0.001. All right, are we getting it now? If you get it, type in 1 in the chat box. If you get it, type in 1 in the chat box before I move on to the next thing. Fantastic. Emubela says yes, he got it. All right, I'm waiting for the rest. And your first says he got it. Okay, yes, says he got it. And Abasiama says he or she got it. Sorry, don't know. Judy says she gets it. All right. Deeper walk. Deeper walk. I don't know whether you are he or she. All right. Check-ins gentle group. I can see all of you here, but all of you are using this your name, eh? You don't know whether you're male or female. So if I use he for you or she for you, just accept it like that. All right. Okay, so Demola says I should come again on that. All right, Demola, I'll come again for you. All right. And so that, because you must get this. If you don't get this, you'll not be able to even know how much you're making in the Forex market. So if, for example, okay, that same guy that came to me said, oh, I made 100 pips. And what is 100 pips? 100 pips just means that, oh, maybe I bought dollar when dollar was 500. And then now dollar has moved, 100 pips. If dollar moves 100 pips from 500, it means that dollar is now what? 600. Abi? That is a 100 pip move. When we're talking about Naira now, okay? Dollar was 500 when I bought it. Now dollar is 600. Mean I've made a gain of, 100 pips, not 100 Naira. So for you to now know how much that your 100 pips is what would have been determined by the lot size you used while trading. Okay? So if the lot size you used for that 100 pips difference was one lot size is equivalent to $10. So what do? I multiply this $10 times 100 pips, and that will give me $1,000. All right. If what I used was 0.1, then I multiply this $1 times 100, and that will give me $100. If for 0.01, I'll multiply $0.1, that's 10 cents, times 100 pips, and that will give me $10. All right. If what I used was 0.001, okay, I'll multiply it. So the equivalent of this is 0.001. Oh, actually, guys, I made a mistake here. This is actually supposed to be 0.01, not 001. All right. Okay, you guys didn't even notice. You can see from 10 to 1 to 0.1, and this is supposed to be 0.01, not 001. It's not supposed to be the same as this. So if you multiply 0.01 times 100, that will give you 1. All right. So meaning that you would have made either 1,000 here, or 100 here, or 10 here, or $1. All right. So Demola, is that clear now? Okay, Demola, if that's clear, type in 1 in the chat box so we can move on. Okay. Awesome. Demola says he understands now. So let's move on. So now let's talk about leverage. Because how many of you are thinking in your mind now? In your mind now, you're thinking, or more. Why will I go and use? Let me go back to that slide. Why will I go and use 0.01? Or why will I go and use 0.001 when I can use 1? How many of you are thinking of that in your mind now? How many of you are thinking like, or more? If I'm trading, it's only 1 that I'll be using. If that's what you're thinking in your mind, type me. Type me in the chat box. If that's what you're thinking in your mind, that anytime I'm trading, is 1 that I will use, 1. Is that one yellow Jaojo? If you don't understand Yoruba, it means that's the one that makes more money. Okay, see, everybody is typing me. All right. So now let me boost your bubble, because it's not every time that you'll be using me. Sorry, I said me. It's not every time that you'll be using one. Okay. So although Peter says one will be big money. Oh. Yes, you're correct. Okay. So let's talk about leverage. So you understand this more, and then that will now give you an idea what to always use. Okay, when you are trading. So you're probably wondering how a small investor like yours trades such large amounts of money, because we talk about one lot saying $100,000. Okay, all of you raising your hand. I don't know why you're raising your hand though. It's not a question and answer time. So if you're raising your hand, please drop your hand, or maybe it's a mistake, because it's just showing me here that some people are raising their hands. Or if you have any questions, just drop it in the chat box, okay, rather than raising your hand. Okay, so let me move on. So think of your broker as a bank who basically loans you $100,000, all right, to buy currencies. So meaning that, remember that one lot that is equals to 100,000 units, okay? So let's assume you are using one lot. It means that your broker is like a bank that is borrowing you $100,000 to buy currency. And all the bank asks from you is that you deposit $1,000, all right? Which it will hold for you, but not necessarily keep. All right. So your broker gives you something called leverage. That's why everybody can trade the Forex market. That's why somebody that have $100 safe will say, oh, let me come and trade the Forex market too with my $100. And then the person will still be able to trade the Forex market. Because why? Your broker is taking that $100 from you. And in the Forex world, your broker is making that your $100 look like $10,000. All right. That's basically what your broker is doing. And that's what's called leverage. So you are standing on the backbone of your, broker to make, to enter into the Forex market and to be able to make or put in that large amount of money. All right. So your $100 is now looking like $10,000 in the Forex world, if you want to put it that way. Okay. So that's what's called leverage. All right. And different brokers give different types of leverage. All right. At the highest leverage we have now is 500, 1 to 500 leverage. All right. And that's brokers that offers that, they're pretty amazing, because they allow you to now, enter into the Forex market, with just some little amount, and you still be able to make, a lot of money from the Forex market. So for example, if the allowed leverage is 100 to 1. Remember, I mentioned 500 to 1 now, all right? Or 1% of your position required. And you want to trade a position worth $100,000, but you only have $5,000 in your account. No problem, as your broker would set aside $1,000 as a deposit and let you borrow the rest. All right? Now, let me explain this further. For example, now you want to enter into the market with one lot size. One lot. It means you need $100,000 before you'll be able to do that. But with the power of leverage from your broker, you'll be able to enter into the Forex market with just $1,000 as deposit. So meaning that before you are able to even use one lot size, you must have at least $1,000. If the leverage that your broker is giving you is 100 to 1, all right, it means that before you can even trade, one lot size, if you don't have up to $1,000 in your account, you won't be able to do that. Now, I'm seeing some people in their mind now, they're like, hey, no wonder. Okay, let me calm down. So how many of you are still saying, some of you are even saying, me, I'll use 10. I'm not going to use 1. I'm going to use 10. I'm going to use 50. How many of you have calmed down now that you now understand that, it doesn't work like that too? All right. So what it simply means is that the higher the lot size you want to use, then the higher the capital that you are going to bring into the Forex market. All right. Abasiama says, me. All right, fantastic. So now you understand. Okay, so if you understand what I just explained now, everybody type in 1 in the chat box. Type in 1 in the chat box. Okay, type in 1 in the chat box. Type in 1 in the chat box. Fantastic. Dimola says 1. Awesome. Judy says don't understand. All right. What I'm simply saying is that, Judy, give me $1,000. If you give me $1,000, I'll allow you to enter into the market with one lot size of trade. All right. Meaning that with $1,000, you can trade the Forex market with one lot. So if you've been thinking that, oh, I want to use one lot to trade, then if I'm a broker, I'll say, yeah, Judy, bring $1,000. Don't worry. I'll give you the opportunity to trade one lot. Because if your broker doesn't give you that leverage, okay, there is no way in this life that you'll be able to trade, 100, use one lot size. That's 100,000 as use one lot size. If all you have is just $1,000, are we getting it now? So if I go back here, if there was nothing like leverage, okay, if there was nothing like leverage, all you'll be able to trade without your $1,000 is just this micro lot here, which is 0.01. All right. But with leverage, your broker can now allow you trade one lot size, all right, just by having $1,000 as your account balance. Judy, do you understand now? Okay. Judy, do you understand? So type in 1 if you understand. Okay. Fantastic. Great. You guys are good students. You are following along. Those of you watching live on Facebook, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, whichever platform you're watching live, like I said earlier on, okay, this is not going, it's a 3-day training, and this is not going to go live tomorrow or on Friday. All right. So you want to make sure that you join the Zoom presentation right now. Okay. So if you're watching, wherever you're watching from, you want to make sure you join the Zoom presentation. Simply go to kshowfx.com/Zoom. All right. Register there and you will get the Zoom link. So you can even join us right now before we end the training for today. All right. So with the Zoom class, you can see it's a class here. We're interacting with each other and, we're all learning. So make sure you join in the Zoom meeting right now. Okay. If you're watching live on Facebook, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, because this is not going to be repeated live tomorrow or on Friday. Okay. So let's go on. So that's leverage. So now let's go into the cocoa of it all, how to calculate your profit. So I've already explained this, but let me just say this so that we can move on. So like I was saying, I bought one lot of Euro USD at 1.1720 and sold it at 1.1750. Okay, what's the difference between this and this? The difference between this and this, just do your normal mathematics. This minus this, that will give me what? 30 pips. All right, that will give me what? 30 pips. Now, because I was using one lot, and I know that one lot is what? $10. All right, so how much have I made here? My profit is what? 30 pips, which is this guy here, multiplied by what? $10, and that equals to what? $300. Okay, so I made a profit of 30 pips at one lot size. It means that by the time I check my MT4 and I'm checking my profit, I'm seeing $300. All right. So the same person that traded this and was using 0.1 would have made $30 because the person was using 0.1 lot. And it is not because the person cannot use one lot. It's just because it depends on your capital or your available balance in your MT4. That's what's going to determine, okay, how much you use as your lot size. Is that clear? All right. So another scenario, scenario 2, buy one lot of Euro USD at this and sold it at this. Okay. The difference is what? 20 pips. One lot I've made what? Minus 200. Who can tell me why did I write minus 200 here? Who can tell me why did I write minus 200 here? Okay. See, I bought this for this and sold it at this. Then the difference between them is 20 pips. The lot size I use is $10. And when I'm calculating it, I'm writing minus $200 here. Why? Okay, over here it says loss. It's a loss trade. Fantastic. All right. It's a loss. Why is it a loss? I bought it at 1720. All right. And by the time I'm selling it, or by the time I'm closing the trade, I'm closing it at 1700. That means the price has gone down. Okay. And because the price has gone down, it means I've made a loss. All right. So the market has gone against me 20 pips. All right. So I purposely did this example so you don't think that in the Forex market, all you just make is profit, like profit. All right. And that's why you're in this training. Because in this training on Friday, I'm going to be showing you the money making strategy. And with that strategy, you'll be able to minimize losses in the Forex market. So that's why if you want to trade in the Forex market, you need a strategy. You can't just trade anyhow, just enter market and say, oh yeah, buy, oh yeah, sell, oh yeah, buy. Other your money will just be buying and selling until it goes to red. Okay, you need a strategy. All right, and I'm going to be sharing with you that strategy on Friday. So you don't want to miss any day in this class. Okay, you don't want to miss any day. Today we are building the foundation. Tomorrow we'll be going into some more practical terms, pressing our phones, doing some stuff. And then on Friday, I'm going to show you the strategy. All right. If you're excited about that, type in 2 in the chat box right now. Come on, guys. Type in 2 in the chat box if you're excited about that. Okay. Fantastic. Awesome. Okay, great. So that is that. So while calculating your loss too, you want to make sure that you're also, so the same thing applies when you make a loss. It's the same calculation, but this time you're making a loss when you're calculating your pips. All right. That is why we say that you don't over leverage. You don't over leverage. So don't gonna say because I can use 1 lot, I can use 10 lots, I can use everything. You're not using it. Anytime you're thinking of that, think of it that if I make profit, this is what I'll make. Then also think if I make loss, what will it be? So know it on the ground so that when you make the loss, you know that, okay, this is how I've calculated it already. Okay, great. Abasiama and Nathan, you guys are raising your hand. I don't know why you're raising your hand. Can you just lower your hand? Click on that, your menu, and lower your hand so that it's not be showing that you are raising up your hand here. Okay, just drop your questions in the chat box if you have any questions. So Abasiama and Nathan, you guys should lower your hands. Okay, so let's move on. So scenario 3, I sold 1 lot of Euro USD at this and bought it at this. Okay, my pips is 40. The difference between the two of them is what? 40 pips, and 1 lot is $10, and my profit is $400. Now look at these two values here. This is 1750 and this is 1710. All right, the price went down, but why am I still calculating it as profit? Who can tell me why? All right, who can tell me why it is still a profit? Who can tell me why it's still a profit? Okay, the example we just did now, the price went down, I calculated it as a loss, but still the same place here. This is 1750 and this is 1710. All right, and I'm still calculating that as profit. Okay, Judy says because I sold. Fantastic. Judy, clap for yourself. Okay. Okay, Mute says, please, I would like to have access to the recorded class. All of you asking for recording. This training is a free training. So if you want the recordings for this training, all right, you're going to have to pay. All right, you're going to have to pay. So if you're asking for recording, it's not going to be free. You have to pay for it. And the recording goes for 20,000 naira. All right. And it's even way worth more than that. But for those of you that are here in the live class, okay, so the recording will be sold for 20,000 naira. Anybody who asks for recording. But those of you who are live right here with me in the Zoom class, okay, I'm going to be giving you the opportunity to just get it for 5,000 naira. All right, since you are in class with me and you are following with me, you are here with me, and then, so just for you to have as a backup. Okay, so if you're interested in the recording, it's going to cost you. It's not going to come for free, all right? Because I'm already doing the training for free. So those who are not in this Zoom class, who registered and one way didn't sign up, they're going to be paying 20,000 naira for this recording. But for those of you in this class right here, okay, I'm going to give the opportunity to just pay 5,000 naira. But it's on a condition, all right? And that condition is you must make that payment between now and within the training. So between today, tomorrow, Friday, you must make that payment. So if you want to make payment for the recording after Friday, then you're going to be paying the same price every other person is paying, which is 20,000 for the recording. Okay, so somebody's asking, how do we pay? All right, I'm going to drop the account details in the chat box, and then you can make payment from there. So let's move on with the class. So I asked a question the other time, and Judy says because I sold. All right, you can see that this 1750 is here, and then this 1710 is here. Okay, because I sold. If I go back to my previous slide, you'll notice that I bought in the previous slide. All right, and then I sold at this price. So here I'm selling. All right, I sold at this price. So for example, dollar was 500. All right, and I sold dollar when dollar was 500. And when I sold dollar at 500, dollar started going down to like 400. All right, at that point, because I sold dollar at 500, I'd already made money at that point. So when dollar fell all the way to 400, by the time I'm coming back to buy dollar, all right, at 400, I'll be buying more dollars. All right, so the reverse is the case when it comes to sell. When it comes to buy, you expect price to go up. When you sell, you expect price to go down. All right, so that is what you should always remember. Okay, so those of you still asking for how you want to make payment for the recording, let me just drop it in the chat box so I can concentrate right here. Okay, so there you go. All right, so you can just keep that, copy that somewhere, and let's continue with the class. So scenario number 4. Okay, scenario number 4, I sold Euro USD at 1750 and I bought it at 1785. That's a difference of 35 pips. Okay, and you can see I'm writing negative here. Who can tell me why is it negative again here, even though this is a sell? All right, I sold at 1750 and I bought at 1785. All right, who can tell me? Who can tell me? In the chat box, drop it in the chat box. Loss again. Obviously, loss again. Yes. Why is it a loss? Okay. Deeper Work says the Abuki example you gave at the beginning. Okay, good, good. So I'm selling, Euro USD at 1750. So I expect price to fall. But what happened to price? Price went up instead. Okay. So because price went up, I'm not buying at a higher value. Fantastic. Okay, you guys are really good students. So that means that's a loss of 35 pips. And in value, that is minus $350. So I've just lost $350. Is that clear, everybody? If you are enjoying this training, I want you to throw in a, fire emoji in the chat box right now. Hot, if this training is hot and you're digging it and you're enjoying it, put in a fire emoji in the chat box right now. Some of you will be looking for the fire emoji. Say, hey, where is it? Oh, hey. Okay, good. Over here, seeing it. Demola, fantastic. Roland Dominics, awesome. Okay, great. Judy's on fire. All right, Emmanuel is on fire also. Awesome. So these are the different scenarios. So let's view it live on Trading View. Okay, so we're also going to be talking about Trading View, I think, on Friday in depth. But right now, let me just, exit this. Let me stop sharing my screen. And then let me just share my screen for the Trading View. So let me just access Trading View. So let me make this, this is a practical class. It's not, we're not playing here. Okay. So let me share my screen with you now. Let me share my browser with you so you guys can see. All right, so if you can see this chart right here, you can see this red and green chart here. Type in 1 in the chat box so I can move on. Type in 1 in the chat box. You can see my screen, the chart here. Type in 1 in the chat box. Okay, good. Awesome. So this is what's called Trading View. All right, it allows me to view charts of trades and currencies that I would like to trade with. So let me give you some examples here. Let me go to Euro USD, and that will load up. Okay, so this is Euro USD. All right, at this point here, the price of Euro USD is what? You see it to the left here. Can you see to the left there? 1.87, you know, something, 1.87, 18792. At this point, it is 180.45. At this point, it is 169, blah, blah, blah. So this is how price moves, guys. All right. So you can see that the Euro USD has been falling. So this falling, what does it mean? Is it Euro that is losing value or the USD? Someone should tell me in the chat box. Is it Euro or USD that is losing value? As this thing is going down like this, which of the currencies is losing value? All right. Drop it in the chat box. All right. So this is a practical class. You guys must learn by fire by force. At the end, you must become a pro. So drop it in the chat box. I'm waiting for you guys. Which of the currencies is losing value? Is it the Euro or the USD? As this chart is going down like this, let me see some of my smart students here. I don't want to be telling you the answer every time. Okay, okay. I'm waiting for you guys though. So nobody knows. Which one is losing value? I'm saying USD, Euro. All right. So it's actually Euro that is losing value. All right. Deeper work to says Euro. Fantastic. Why? Because Euro is the what? Base currency. Remember the base and quote currency. Okay. Euro is the base currency. So whatever we are seeing on the chart is actually happening to Euro itself, while the opposite is happening to the what? Quote currency. So as this Euro is coming down and coming down and coming down, the USD is actually what? Going higher as regards to the Euro. Okay. As regards to the Euro. Okay. But even at this point, you can see 1 euro is what? $1 and 13 cents, 13 point something cents. All right. So as it's going down, Euro is losing its value. So if this was Nigerian Naira USD and the chart is going down like this, it means that the Nigerian Naira is losing value while the United States dollar is what? Gaining value. Okay. So always remember that whatever you're seeing on the chart or whatever you're trading is mainly concerning the what? Is mainly concerning the what? Base currency and not the quote currency. Whatever is happening to the base currency, the opposite is actually happening to the quote currency. Okay, so I wanted to explain pips for you and how they work. Don't worry, on Friday, I'll talk more about this trading view and how to use it. So right now, let me just select this measuring tool here. And I want to calculate how many pips the Euro has lost from this point where it was here to this point where it currently is. How do I do that? I just put this guy here, click, and then drag. Oops, sorry. Let me adjust that. So I'll just click and what? Drag all the way to where price is here. And when I drag this box like this, okay, I'm seeing some values here. Now, the value I'm seeing here, this guy also shows pipette. Okay, it also shows pipette. So from here, I can see that the number of pips that the Euro USD has dropped so far is minus 56 pips. All right, so don't worry when I talk about trading views some more, you understand all of these things. But I just want to show you as an example. It has dropped what? Minus 56 pips. So this 5.6, you ignore it. It's not part of what we're calculating. So 56 is the value here. It has dropped 56 pips. And now let's assume when price was here, I actually sold Euro USD. All right. And then the Euro USD started falling. And now it is here. At this point, I would have made what? 56 pips. Okay. Now, after making 56 pips, what do I now do? Let's assume in this trade, what I entered was one lot size. Meaning that if I entered one lot size and I've made 56 pips, I will now go, one lot size is what? Is equals to what? Type it in the chat box. One lot size is equals to what in dollars? Type it for me in the chat box. One lot size is equals to what in dollars? What's the value in dollars? Fantastic. $10, $10, $10. Awesome. So I will now take that $10 and multiply it by what? 56 pips here. So meaning that just today, because everything, oh, okay, this is not, I'm on the day chart, so this is not just today. This is actually, let me see. Let me move this away from here. Let me minimize it, drag it up, I'm coming. Okay, so this is actually from, this actually started from the 2nd of September, okay? 2nd of September last year, all right? To where we are today, all right? The Euro USD has dropped 56 pips in value, all right? So between that time and now, if I had sold the Euro USD, I would have made $560 if what I was using was one lot size, all right? If you understand what I just said now, dropping one in the chat box. If you understand what I just said now, dropping one in the chat box, okay? Because this is how you start making money in the Forex market, all right? Dropping one in the chat box. Okay, Ovi, I said one, not two. I don't know what your two mean. No. All right, Judy says one, Victor says one, Ovi says confused. Okay, I know what your two means now. All right. It simply means that I bought here, price was high here. Sorry, I said I bought. I sold you Euro USD here when price was high. You know, it's just like Naira and dollars. Naira, let's assume 2nd of September last year, Naira was 500 to $1. All right. And then fast forward to today, this very moment, dollar is now $450. What does that mean? It means that if I had sold dollar 2nd of September last year, okay, I would have made 50 pips. I would have made 50 pips because now dollar has dropped to 450, meaning that 50 pips has gone out of that dollar. All right. And if I decide to now, you know, buy dollar now again, because I sold it when the price was high, if I want to buy now, it's going to be, you know, I'm going to make a lot of money from it. All right. So VA says 111, fantastic. So it means that you now understand it perfectly. So this is called a chart. A chart allows you to measure. All right. If there was nothing like a chart now, I won't be able to measure how far euro has dropped to the United States dollar since 2nd of September to this very moment. Do you understand what a chart is used for now? All right. If you understand what a chart is used for, type in one in the chat box. All right. Type in one in the chat box. Okay. Type in one in the chat box. So a chart allows you to measure things like this. Okay. It allows you to measure things like this. That is the essence of the chart. Fantastic. Great. So now let's go back to my slide. Okay. And then we can move on from there. All right, great. So let's move on. All right. So again, I've already said this already, but it's still in my slide, how to calculate profit or loss. So if I make 1 pip and my lot size is 1, I would have made $10. If it was 0.1, I would have made $1. If it was 0.01, I would have made 10 cents. And if it was 0.001, I would have made just 1 cent. So if I did 50 pips and my lot size was 1 lot size, I would have made 500. Okay. If I use 0.1, I would have made $50. If I use 0.01, I would have made $5. And if I use 0.001 lot, I would have made just 50 cents. All right. So do we understand this table? You can take a screenshot of this table so that you can understand very well. You can always check this table anytime you're about to enter a lot and you are confused and like, oh, what am I going to enter? What losses am I going to use? So you can always come back to this table for that. All right. So if you have taken the screenshot, put in one so I can move to the next slide. Okay. Are we there? Type in 1. Fantastic. Abasiama says type 1. Great. So let me move to the next slide now and move from there. Okay. So now I also created another table here because, like I said, some of you will be happy like, more take a low 10 lots. Since I use 10 lots and I make 100 pips, that's $10,000. I've blown. But say I've blown like that. That's how you blow in Forex. So okay, so that's why I gave you this table here. Recommended lot size based on available balance. So you want to take this very serious. All right. If your balance is $100 or the amount you want to start trading with is $100, the recommended lot size you should use is 0.01. Some of you are like, it's too small. Hey, I cannot use 0.01. Okay. If your account is $100 and you go and use one lot size, it means for your account to just get cleared off, like to get cleared off, market just has to move 10 pips and all your account is gone. Okay. Although if it goes in the right direction, you would have made an extra $100 if it goes 10 pips in your direction and you're using one lot size. But in Forex, market does not move. If market is going up, it doesn't go up straight. It will go up, come down, go up, come down, go up, come down, go up, come down, go up, 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 come down, go up, 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 come down, come down. That's how market moves. So if you go and use one lot size for your $100 account, and then price is still going up, but it just wants to adjust 10 pips down, and it just adjusts 10 pips down, your whole $100 is gone, wiped out. Okay, so if you're using $100, the recommended lot size is 0.01, meaning that if you make 50 pips, you've actually just made $5. Okay, and that's fine. That's still profit. Profit is profit. So what most people have, done mistake for while they are doing so many things when it comes to trading Forex is that they've used the wrong lot size for the wrong amount. If you are here and you have blown your account in Forex before, type in 1 in the chat box. If you have blown your account, type in 1 in the chat box now. You are here, you've traded account, you've tried trading, and somehow you just lost all your money. Let me see people that have experience here. Farouk typed in 1 with emoji. Okay, who else again? You're here, you've tried trading Forex and you lost all your money while you're doing that. Put in 1 in the chat box. Okay, so you don't want that to repeat itself. Say deep poker. You people plenty here. Ovie said with demo account. Thank God it's demo account that you are using. Okay, and that's one advantage of using a demo account. Okay, so I myself training you, I've actually blown my account too before. Okay, so and like I used to say, one way to know a professional trader is he must have blown his account before. All right, how many of you here, after blowing your account, your head was not correct? Type in 2. After your account wiped off, your head was not correct, and say, I think I have to go and learn how to do this thing very well. Oh, I think I have to sit down very well and understand this thing. You see, Emo Bella says, he's typing 2. Boom and crash. Crush me, got. Crush me, not gonna do virtual again. Okay. Ovie says 2. Fantastic. It is when you lose your money, that's when your head will correct. As in, it will auto-tune itself, and everything will just, you just like, what just happened now? Oh, okay. I think it's time for me to sit down and learn this thing very well. Okay, fantastic. So, I mean, I'm looking at it, I was confused, so I gave up. Yes, it's because when it comes to Forex, you need training, and that's the reason why I'm making this training free, because a lot of people have blown their accounts. I remember when I started, so I blew my account, all right, until I got training, until I sat down and learn how to do this, and I also got a mentor. Okay, that is when you begin to know, because all these people that have traded and they are making money, they don't have 2 heads. All you just need to do is to sit down, learn from them, and you also become successful. And that's what I did. Sat down with a mentor, learned, with a mentor, got training, and I'm able to enter the Forex market confidently now. Okay, so the recommended lot size for $100 is 0.01. So take a screenshot of this too, so that in case you are asking yourself, which lot size should I use? Which lot size should I use? You will come back to this screenshot, and then you'll be able to know, this is my balance, this is the amount I should use. So those of you that are inside your mind, you're saying, I'm gonna use one lot size. If you want to use one lot size, then you should have $10,000 in your account. Some of you are like, okay, I do not know. Some of you are even think you're already planning on using 20 lots. You know, one lot is not going to, you're already planning 20 lots. If you want to use 20 lots, it means you have like $200,000 in your account. All right. It's not like if you have $100, you can't use all these other lots. You can use it, but you know, in 2 seconds, that's it, 2 seconds, you can make double of your money, or in 2 seconds, you can lose all your money. All right. But most people used to think of, oh, in 2 seconds, I can double my money. They don't think of in 2 seconds, I can lose my money. All right. So, and the Forex market, what makes you a professional in the Forex market and what makes you last in the Forex market is the ability to always come back to the Forex market. All right. So today, if my account balance is $10,000, all right, and I lose $100 today, it has not shaken anything in my account based on the lot size I used. All right. So somebody that has $10,000 using one lot, if he makes a loss of $30 and 30 pips, that's just 30 pips will be $300. It has not shaken anything in his $10,000. It has not shaken it. But for the same person that has, what am I even saying? That has $100, I can't use this one. Then, in fact, you'll be owing the broker self by the time you make that kind of loss. You'll be owing the broker. The broker will push you that, Oga, you want to use one lot to, you lost 30 pips and your account is $100. You are still owing us $200 though. So if by the time you put in money again, they will remove it. If we we'll keep removing it. Okay. So you want to make sure that you use the right lot size for the right balance in your account. Okay. So if you're starting with $1,000, you can use a decent 0.1. If you make 100 pips, that's $100. If you lose 30 pips, that's just $30 out of your $1,000. And you can still trade. You still have plenty of money to still come back and trade. All right. Because if you enter 10 trades in the Forex market, and even if your strategy is very, very, very good, is the best strategy in this world, and you're using that best strategy to trade in the Forex market, by the time you enter 10 trades, at least you would have lost 3 trades. Okay. If your strategy is the best strategy in this world. All right. So you want to make sure that anytime you lose, you are not losing big. All right. But you are winning big. That's the whole strategy in Forex. You win big and you lose small. Simple. So if I have a strategy that is giving me 50 pips every day, all right, and the same strategy, anytime I lose on that strategy, I lose 30 pips. That's a very good strategy. So it means if I win 7 of that strategy, that's 7 times 50. That's 350 pips. All right. And out of the 350 pips, if I lose 3 out of the 10 trades in that kind of strategy, that will be 3 times 30 pips. That's 90 pips. So I want 350 pips, subtract 90 pips. I still have a profit of what? Mathematicians here. What's that? 350 minus 90 is what? 350, that should be 260, I guess. Okay. So it means you still have a profit of 260 pips times the lot size. Okay. And that's why you want to trade with the right strategy and also using the right lot size. So even if your strategy is a very good strategy, if you are using the wrong lot size based on your account balance, you are still going to lose at the end of the day. All right. So let me move on. I hope you guys have taken the screenshots. All right. So now let's talk about stop orders, talk about buy, stop, limit orders, and we'll be done for today. So when entering a trade in the Forex market, we have different type of Forex orders. All right. We have market order. Market order means if I want to trade now, and I open my MT4, I'll just click on the buy now, or I click on the sell now, and then I've entered the trade. But we also have other type of trades that are called pending order. All right. For example, a buy stop, a sell stop, buy limit, and sell limit. So let's talk more about all those buy stops and all the other things. All right. So what is a buy stop? Buy stop order. You place a buy stop order to buy at a price above the market price. And it is triggered when the market price touches or goes above the buy stop price. The same thing with sell stop. You place an order to sell at a price below the market price, and it is triggered when the market price touches or goes below the sell stop. All right. So let me explain. So this, I know what everything I just said now may look like, might look like magic to you, but this diagram will allow you to understand very well. Now, let's assume I'm looking at the Forex chart. So this is buy stop here. Let's assume I'm looking at the Forex chart and I say, I think price will come to this point. All right. And if price comes to this point, I want to enter a buy. All right. So maybe based on my strategy, I believe that if price gets here, it's going to go up. It's going to continue to go up. All right. And based on my busy schedule, I don't want to sit down with the chart and be looking until price get to that point. I can just open my MT4, okay, go to my MT4 and place a buy stop. I will enter the price that is here, okay, and say, okay, when price gets here, activate my trade. All right, so you can see this next diagram here. Price now kept going up and then got there and passed there. At this point, my order has been what? Executed. So it automatically entered the trade for you. Your MT4 will automatically enter the trade for you. All right. And then if it was the other way around, if price was going up like this, and I expected price to come here, and price never came here, and price kept going down back, then your order will not be what? Executed. If you understand what I just said, now type in 1 in the chat box. Okay. I expect price to come here. And if price comes here, I expect that it will continue to go up. So I set a, buy stop here and say, oh, if price gets here, activate me into the trade. All right. But if price never gets here, then don't activate my trade. Fantastic. Fantastic. You can see 1 in the chat box. Fantastic. Okay. So that is a buy stop. And this is a very good feature because I can't be sitting down all day. Show me that I have training now. I do my training in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, go to Ghana. I'm always busy in the office. I'm into real estate. I can't sit down with my chart and be looking at chart. I'll be saying, I'm waiting for price to get there. I can just say, oh, open my MT4, put the buy stop there and say, if price gets here, then activate me into the trade. But if price doesn't get there, then don't activate me in the trade. And that's a very safe way to trade. Okay. The reverse is sell stop. So price is coming down. And I feel like, oh, if price should get here, then price should continue to go below. And then price did exactly that. It got there and started going below. And you can see at this point, my order is what? Executed. All right. But if price didn't get here and went back up for one reason or the other, then my order will not be what? Executed. So let's go to buy limits. All right. So limit orders, you place a buy limit order to buy at or below a specified price. So let me not just waste time saying this. Let me just go straight to the diagram. I think you guys understand with the diagram. So for buy limit, it's kind of different. Remember buy stop, price is going up and you expect it to get to that particular point and then surpass that part. All right. So buy limit, you're expecting price to come down. And then when price gets to that point where you want it to get to, you expect price to now start going back up. So it's like a boomerang. All right. So based on the reason why you might be asking, why will I be needing all these buy limits or buy stop or sell limits? It's basically based on your strategy. Maybe the strategy that you are looking at is, oh, if price should get here. So the strategy for this buy limit is that you're expecting price to come here. And then you expect that when price gets here, price will start going back up. That's when you'll be in profit. Then you can come here and set a buy limit. Okay. So over here it says, will your money still remain intact even when your plan or your price was not executed? Yes, it will remain intact. That's why it's a pending order. You are giving instruction to MT4 that if this happens, then do this. If this does not happen, then don't do this. That's why it is there. It's different from when you do market execution, which is the first one I shared, which means I want to buy now, or I want to sell now. Okay. So the buy limit is also saying that I expect price to come here. And then when price gets here, I want it to start going up. And you can see that my order is executed here. Price gets here and then it starts going up. Then if you look at this third scenario here, you can see that price never got here before it started going up. So what will happen is that my trade will not be executed. Simple. Sell limit, the same thing, the opposite. Price is going up. I expect price to get to this point here. All right. And when price gets here, I expect price to start going down. And then you can see the second one here. Price actually got there. and the price started going down, meaning that now my order has been what? Activated. Then for this other scenario here, price never got to this sell limit price here. So what happens? It's not going to be what? Executed. Okay, so it means that at this point, my order is not what? Executed. Do we understand buy stop, sell limit, buy limit? If you understand, type in 2 in the chat box. Type in 2 in the chat box if you understand. Okay, type in 2 in the chat box if you understand. Fantastic, fantastic. Now I said let's view it live on Trading View. All right, so I don't know. Okay, let me just quickly show you. So let me stop sharing this screen and then go to share my Trading View. All right, so you can see what I have here. Okay, let me just go back to the chart, reload. Okay, so you can see here, let's assume I was expecting price to get, here. Okay, let's assume I was expecting price to get here. All right, and I was expecting price to get here, and then instead of price getting here, price was now going down. So this was a buy stop. It will not be what? Activated, Abi, because price never got there. But let's assume I set something here and the price was here when I was setting a sell stop. And I say, oh, I expect price to get here. And when price gets here, it should continue going down. Then from here, price start going down. On this candle here, we're going to talk about candle, I think tomorrow. So you understand what it means. On this candle here will activate my trade. All right, because you can see that this candle is the one touching this line here. And when price gets here and it touches this candle here, my trade will now become what? Activated. And you can see price is still going what? Down. And I would have made profits. Okay, so that is how it works live on your charts. So let me go back to my slide here. So let's talk about take profit and stop loss. Let's talk about take profit and stop loss. So everything from that I'm explaining now are, things that can help you to automate your trade so that you don't have to sit down with your phone throughout the entire day. So take profit, what is take profit? A take profit order automatically closes an open order when the price reaches a specified threshold. All right, so there's some noise in my background. Are you guys hearing the noise? And I hope you can also hear me clearly. If you can hear me clearly, type 1. All right. I don't know if you are hearing the background noise, but if you can hear me clearly, just type 1. Okay. So I know that you can still hear me clearly. Okay, great. Awesome. So a take profit order automatically closes an open order when the price reaches a specified threshold. Okay. So what does that mean? That means that when I enter a trade, okay, and the trade is going in my favor, okay, if I don't enter a take profit, I will always have to I have to actually literally sit down and be looking at my phone, okay, as price is moving, as the profit is going up and down, and look at it until it gets to where I want it to get, and then before I close it. All right, but there's a solution to that. Instead of you sitting down and looking at your phone, you can actually set a take profit. Let me share my chart again. So back to this, my sell stop. Price was here, B. We placed the sell stop here, right? After placing a sell stop, we can actually add a take profit also. We can say we want our take profit to be somewhere around here. Okay, we can say we want our take profit to be somewhere around here. Let me change the color of this one to like yellow or something so that you see the difference. Okay, so let me put another one here. Let's assume, okay, so price was coming down. There's a sell stop here. This candle activated my sell stop. And I said, oh, as price is going down, once price gets here, just close the trade for me and keep my profits. That is what take profit is. So you're automatically telling your broker or MT4 that, hey, I know that this thing is now going in my favor, but when it gets here, this is the amount of profit I am willing to take. Once price gets here, close my trade for me and add my profit to my balance. And MT4 will tell you, yes, sir. And then once you activate the trade and it goes in your profit, when it gets there, it closes your trade for you and you're done. So once your trade gets activated, you can go and be doing other things. And by the time you're done with what you're doing, you just come back to your phone and say, oh, let me even check how far this trade. And by the time you check the trade, you'll see that, oh, you've actually just made, profit, and it has closed it for you automatically. All right. Then this other scenario is stop loss. Let me draw another, line here. Let me make this one another color. Let me say maybe green or something, and click OK. Now, what is stop loss? Remember that our goal is that we expect that once our trade gets activated here, we expect that price should keep going down, Abi. And if price keep going down, when it gets here, it would automatically become profit and it will close the trade for us. All right. But in trading, it is not every time that price will go in the direction you expect. So you want to set something called stop loss. You want to set something called what? Stop loss. And what is stop loss? Stop loss is, oh, by the time price gets here and it's going in my favor, and then it gets to this point somewhere here, and then it starts going back up. Instead of it coming down to this might take profit, and it starts going back up. By the time it gets here, my profit will change to 0. And by the time it passes here, my profit will now turn to negative. All right, and it starts going into negative. If I did not set a stop loss here and price keeps going up, the negative or the loss will keep increasing. And then it can increase to the point whereby it becomes negative and wipe my entire account. All right. But with stop loss, you are telling your broker or your MT4 that as price is going up, by the time it gets here, this is the highest loss I am willing to take. Okay. By the time it gets here, just take me out of the trade. All right. Close my trade like that with the loss. Okay. Close my trade with the loss that I have made. I am willing to accept that loss. Okay. It is better I have a balance of $1,000. All right. And the trade goes against me and I lose $30. It is better I accept that $30 loss and I have a balance of $970 than for price to keep going up, and it goes to minus 200, minus 500, minus 900 until the minus 1,000, and it clears my entire account. All right. Because with the $970, I can enter another trade that will eventually now be profitable and will now make me more money than the one I lost. All right. Because the strategy I'm going to teach you is a strategy that whenever you make a loss, your loss will always be smaller than that you make. So, for example, it's going to be a 2-to-1 ratio, meaning that if you win, you are winning in what's it called? You are winning like double, and when you lose 1. So, if you win one trade, it has covered 2 losses. Are you getting it now? And that's the trade management behind a good trader. You want to make sure that your wins cover your losses and even cover it in excess so that you now end up in profit. So for example, if I enter 5 trades and I lose 2 of those trades, okay, and I win 3 of that trades, okay, if every time I win, I make $100 and every time I lose $30, it means that when I win 3 trades, I've made $300. And when I lose 2 trades, I've lost $60. All right. Meaning if you subtract $60 from the $300, I have a profit of $240 left, which is profit. Okay. So always set stop loss in your account. Most of you, the reason why, those of you that said you have blown your account before, the reason why you've blown your account, I can actually guess now, is because you didn't set a stop loss. If I've just said your mind, or that's what you did, type 2 in the chat box now. Let's expose ourselves. I've also been in your shoe, so don't be shy to type in 2 in the chat box. So if you have entered the trade and you did say stop loss and you didn't wipe your account, type in 2 right now in the chat box. Okay, type in 2 in the chat box right now. Okay. All right. Fantastic, fantastic. All right. Say no greediness, 247 in the market. It's true. Caleb said it's true. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So you don't want to be greedy in this market, because if you are greedy, this market will show you. And it has shown me before. Some 2 years ago. And I now understand better. Okay. So you don't want to be like me 2 years ago. You want to be like me now. Okay. All right. So let's go back to my slide. We are almost done. Okay. We are almost done. So the next thing on my slide is stop loss. So I've just explained this stop loss. If you understand stop loss based on what I explained in the chat, just drop in one in the chat box. All right. So this is also a diagram for it. What I just showed you now in the Forex chart on TradingView. Okay. You can see I have my take profit here. So I entered, my entry price was here. So I entered my trade here. All right. And then I entered a buy. So I'm expecting price to go up. And then price keeps going up. By the time price gets here, it will hit my take profit and it will close the trade for me. But if the price goes against me, all right, and then it's going against me, what will save me is this stop loss. This stop loss will save me, because now by the time it goes against me, when it gets here, it automatically closes the trade. So that even if the price keeps going down and down and down, I would have been out of the trade a long time. Okay. The same thing is with when you are selling something in the market. Okay. You expect price to come down. All right. So if price comes down, it will hit your take profit and you'd have made a profit. But if price goes against you, then it will hit your stop loss and it will take you out of the trade automatically. Okay. So we viewed it already in the, we viewed it already. Okay. So lastly, let's talk about market analysis. So there are 3 ways to analyze and develop ideas to trade in the market. Number 1 is technical analysis. Number 2 is fundamental analysis. Number 3 is sentiment analysis. All right. So technical analysis is the study of historical price action in order to identify pattern and determine probability of the future direction of price. Okay. So what does that mean? It means you open up the chart as a technical analyst. You begin to check the chart for things that look similar. All right. For example, you can see that every time price gets here, okay, it goes down. It gets here, it goes down. It gets here, it goes down. All right. This is what a technical trader does. He's looking for similarities in the market based on history. All right. Because this is where the price is currently. All right. And everything that is here happened in the past. So a technical analyst looks at what happens in the past to determine what will happen in the future. That is what technical trading is all about. You can see price has trouble breaking these levels. Chart allows us to see where a market has gone, which gives us a better idea as to where it will go next. All right. So how techniques work. So this is what is called, resistance. This is what is called support. We're going to talk about it in depth. All right. Later on. Is it even in this slide? Okay. So that's tomorrow. We're going to be talking about support and resistance tomorrow. So you understand what that means better. Now, the second type of market analysis is fundamental analysis. Okay. It's a way of looking at the Forex market by analyzing economic, social, and political forces that may affect currency pairs. So a fundamental analyst will not go and be checking charts. They don't open TradingView. They don't check charts. What they do is they put their TV on CNN. They put it on Bloomberg. They go to websites where, they talk about Forex news. All right. That's what they do. They go there and begin to watch all of these things. They go to Twitter to go and watch what Trump will tweet next. Okay. About the economy. All right. So a fundamental trader works based on news, and that's what they used to trade. So they believe if the economy of a country, okay, they believe if the economy of a country is going down, all right, then the price of that currency will also fall. And they believe that if the economy is doing well, then the price of that economy should also go high. All right. For example, now during COVID-19, all right, a lot of currency fell because the economy wasn't doing well. All right. And then you notice that in the US during time of election, when Joe Biden won the election, the currency of the US dollar went up because people now believe that, okay, now that Joe Biden is in power, we believe that this guy is going to do something better than Trump did. And then you notice that the US dollar started going up. All right. But you notice that during the election period, when people were not sure of who was going to be the next president, whether it was still going to be Donald Trump or Joe Biden, the US dollar kept fluctuating and generally it kept going down because the economy was uncertain. All right. So this is how fundamental analysts trade the Forex market. They check the news, they check things that would affect the economy, and that's how they decide whether to buy a currency or to sell a currency. If you're understanding the technical analysis and the fundamental analysis, type in 1 in the chat box. Type in 1 in the chat box. Okay, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Now, sentiment analysis. Sentiment analysis is just in between the technical and the fundamental analysis. All right. What do? They are used to gauge. It's used to gauge how other traders feel, whether it's about the overall currency market or about a particular currency pair. All right. Each trader's thoughts and opinions, which are expressed through whatever position they take, help form the overall sentiment of the market. Okay, of the market, regardless of what information is out there. Now, sentiment is just in between. All right, sentiments are people that they feel like, well, news could affect the market, or sometimes, the historical data could affect the market. So they are somewhere in between. But I personally am a technical trader and a fundamental analyst trader. All right, I don't do sentiments. I don't have time for it. I don't have time to be guessing. I don't have time to be dilly-dallying and be saying, oh, it might be this, it might be that. I go straight in. So if I'm trading with fundamentals like the news and the economy, I'm going all in with the news and the economy. If I'm trading with historical data using the Forex chart, I'm going all the way in, trading into that. And I'm going to be showing you, the money-making Forex strategies I'm going to be showing you on Friday has to do with technical analysis, all right? And how you can use that to maximize your trading capital. Okay, so you might want to ask, so which one is the best? Okay, so throughout your journey as an aspiring trader, you will find strong advocates for each type of analysis. All right, fortunately, the different types of market analysis complement each other. They are just different ways of looking at the markets. All right, so at the end of the day, you should trade based on the type of analysis you are most comfortable and profitable with. And that is very, very correct. All right. So Ovie says technical is okay for me. Oh, fantastic. I just answered everybody's question. You want to make sure that you go with the one that you are comfortable and most profitable. Don't forget that word, profitable with. All right. So if you are doing something that is not profitable, you want to leave it and do something else. All right. And like, Ovie said, in this training, we're going to be focusing more on the technical, part of trading, all right? Because that's where 70% of traders, use in trading and making money, all right? So with that, we come to the end of today's training. If you have gained massive value from what you have learned today, throw in the fire emoji in the chat box right now. I want to see the fire emoji. If we can put in 1,000 of it, put in 1,000 of it. I want to see the chat go crazy right now. All right, drop in the fire emoji if you know that you've gotten massive value from today's training. Awesome, awesome. Thank you guys for being there from the beginning. Abbas Siama, Emmanuel, Farouk, Ovie, Okay, Moutier, Ovie, Caleb, all of you, you've been amazing. All right, so it's time for questions and answers. So if you have any question now, just type it in the chat box. Oh, Unita say I was a Mobella. Fantastic, awesome. So if you have any question, just drop it in the chat box right now. while I ask you my own questions. Okay, so if you have any question, drop it in the chat box while I ask you my own question. Okay, so my question number one, because this is a class, all right, is which of the currencies above is the base or quote currency? So if you know the answer, put it in the chat box. Type O, USD is the dash currency, JPY is the dash currency. All right, I'm waiting for your answer in the chat box. Hi, happiness, how you doing? Good to see you again. Okay, so Farouk say USD is the base, fantastic. So if you say USD is the base, you are very correct. While JPY is the quote currency. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, question number 2. Identify the pip digit and pipette digit above. So looking at this GBP AUD, which digit here is the pip and which digit here is the pipette? All right, so type O, total number is the pip, total number is the pipette in the chat box right now. PAUD, let's do GBP AUD first. So which of this number here is the pip? Which of this number here is the pipette? Okay. Fantastic, Ovier. Ovier says 3 is the pip. All right. So what's the pipette? 4 is the pipette. Farouk says 4 is the pipette. Awesome. You guys are good students. I'm clapping for you guys here. Awesome, 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 awesome. You guys by Friday, you have come professional. Okay. Awesome, 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 awesome. 3 is pip. Emmanuel says 3 is pip. 4 is pipette. Awesome, awesome. You guys are doing amazing. So for Euro JPY, which one is the pip? Which one is the pipette? Euro JPY, which is the pip? Which is the pipette? Caleb said everyone said mine. Said my mind. It's a lie. It's not your mind. Type your own. Caleb, next time type your own. Don't anybody else said your mind. We don't know what's your mind. So for Euro JPY, which is the pip and which is the pipette? I'm waiting for your answers. Oh, Ebong is still okay. Fantastic. Caleb says 7 is the pip and 5 is the pipette. Ovier says 7, yeah, is the pip and 5 is the pipette. Ooh. Awesome, awesome. You guys are doing amazing. Okay. And I told you already before that when it comes to JPY pairs, they don't usually have the normal 5 or 4 numbers. They usually have 2 or 3. Okay. So that is what you should not forget. And then for New Zealand USD, let me say this answer. The number 1 is the pip, and then number 3 is the what? Pipette. All right. Fantastic. You guys are awesome. Question number 3, which should be the last. All right. I don't think I should have any other question after this. Calculate the amount of pips in difference below. So what is the pips here? How much pips was made or lost here? Depending on, whatever it is. So what's the difference between these two guys here? What's the difference in pips for this GBP AUD? What's the difference in pips? Ebong says 300. Caleb says 300. That's wrong. That is wrong. That is wrong. It is not 300. Difference in pips. In pips. So all of you saying 300, you are wrong. You see, that's why it's good I ask questions. All right, so Judy says 30. Great, that's the answer, 30. I told you when calculating pips, you ignore the pipettes. All right, so if you say 300, that's how you're going to enter the trade. You'll be saying, I want to make 300 pips. Meanwhile, you are just making 30 pips. And your mind, you are thinking you are making 300 pips. Okay? You're not saying 30, Jerry, sorry. Yeah, 30. Oh. You see, that's why it's good to ask questions. Okay, don't forget this last value here, this 4 here, it's pipette. So you ignore it and focus on this. So you focus on this one. You can see this one is 0.3 and this one is 3.3. So the difference between them is what? 30. All right. Caleb, which one is 80? Okay, you're already doing number 2. Caleb is already doing the second one. Fantastic, Caleb. So Euro JPY, the difference is what? 80. Awesome, 80. Then what about New Zealand USD? What's the difference between New Zealand USD? What's the difference in pips? for New Zealand USD. Fantastic. 30, 30, 30. Awesome. 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 You guys have been amazing. Okay, so what's happening tomorrow? So tomorrow we're going to talk about the Forex broker to use. So tomorrow is going to be more practical, guys. So you don't want to miss tomorrow's class. Okay, we're going to talk about the Forex broker to use. All right, the trading application to use. So we're going to be diving into MT4. So we're going to be pressing our phones. So as I'm pressing my phone here, you'll be pressing your phone here. Those of you that have done my class before, you know my class is always very practical. Okay, we'll be talking about how to place a trade. Okay, so we'll be entering an actual trade tomorrow. All right, and then tomorrow we're going to be talking about the Forex chart and what you need to know. All right, we're going to be talking about the Forex chart and also what you need to know. So somebody's saying, can I have the flyer to share with friends? Definitely. All right, I'm sending it in the chat box right now. You can download it. And I'm also going to send the link, that you should give them to chat. So tomorrow, guys, I want this place to be on fire. All right. So everyone here, make sure you invite somebody. Make sure you invite somebody. Don't be selfish with this. You are gaining massive value here. Okay. You're gaining massive value here. You want to bring in everyone you know to this place. Share it on your WhatsApp status. Share it on your Facebook page. Share it on your Instagram. Share it on LinkedIn. Share it everywhere you can share it so that if none of your friends did not eventually attend, you will know that you have tried your best. So if they're asking you, oh boy, how you take the drum now? How you take the drum now? Yeah, you say, maybe I shared flyer for you. You did not join. You did not attend. Right? Me, I was attending the class. So share it massively. Ebong says it's in my WhatsApp status already. Thank you so much, Ebong. All right. I don't be Keisha ambassador already. Caleb, thank you so much, Caleb. I mean, share this. I've sent you the flyer. I've sent you the link. Make sure you copy the link right now. Make sure you download the image right now and share it massively. If you've only shared it on your WhatsApp status, share it on your Facebook, on your Instagram. Because guess what, guys? Those that will attend this will forever be grateful to you that you shared it. By the time they are saying their story, they say, I just saw it on Emmanuel's status. So, I just saw it on Caleb's Facebook page. I just saw it on Ebong's Instagram page. And that was how I joined the training. You will be part of their success story. So share it right now. As we are ending this, just start sharing it. You can, start sharing it. Let everybody get here. Tomorrow, I want this room to be filled up. Okay. If you promise to share it massively, drop in a 3 in the chat box right now. Okay. Drop it in the chat box right now. So Caleb, thank God you attended this, class. Now you can see. Okay. Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you so much, guys, for deciding to share this. I'm really grateful. Okay, so these are the things we're going to be discussing tomorrow, and it's going to be an awesome time. So, guys, this is where we'll round it up for today. All right, and it's going to be an amazing time tomorrow. All right, guys, so we spent over 2 hours, guys. And I've given you all of this for free. All right, so all you can just do for me is to make sure you share this so that as I'm giving out this value, I'm impacting a lot of numbers and not just a few people. All right, so I'll know that the next time I want to do this thing, I will not charge for it. I'll actually still make it. Okay, so thank you so much for joining the class today. I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. Nigerian time. Cheers.